Good afternoon.
Good evening.
Welcome to episode 29 of the Fools Podcast. It's spooky now.
Ooh.
Also, we're in season 3 now, guys.
No way.
Season 3.
Yeah.
This is season 3?
Yeah, it's been season 3 for like 2 episodes. We never even said
Oh,
it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Man, get that dang phone.
It's that fall. Get it? Fall? His phone fell. Anyway. Yeah, where we live, right next to the Cajon Pass and shit, it gets real fucking windy down here. So when it's fall, you fucking know.
You know it's fucking
You know.
Trees be blowing away.
But everything is blown away, dog. Like, if you bought a fucking what are those things called?
What are those?
The it's not an awning. It's a fucking thing that you have outside.
Oh, like those.
The shade and shit.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like to protect the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Like for
Those are gone.
Yeah.
You bought those? If you didn't put them inside, they're gone.
They're gone. The fabric's all ripped and shit.
The umbrellas,
Yeah.
gone.
Believe it or not.
Gone. Hey, look, they're ripping the doors off of Spirit Halloween that we're parked in front of.
Hey, let's go. Let's go, dog.
Hmm?
Hey, wait,
Hey,
hold
y'all
on.
selling them?
Hey, yo, you selling the door, dog? How much for the door, dog? That shit's spooky.
That shit's poopy.
It's like, bro, why do you have a spirit of Halloween door? It's like, because, dog,
They're
that shit was on sale.
Because they were selling
It was on sale, dog. I get it. Can I get the other one, though?
What are you guys thinking about going as for Halloween?
Well, now that I see that alien head, I might dress up as like a kiddish alien.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be
Cool.
yeah, with like one of those little spinning top hats.
I really wanted you to get that jumbo.
Yeah, I might
Killer clown from outer space.
That was so last year.
I might
That's
get that.
so stupid to say.
It's
that.
only $60. So I actually might get that
It's
jumbo.
only $60,
Yeah.
and then we could all fucking gang up
Yeah.
as clowns. That shit's sick.
It's not like you're going anywhere, Gala.
What do you mean? No, the jumbo's gonna go anywhere. Because then it's not gonna be sold anymore. We only have like a month of it.
It's not like you're gonna go out and do anything.
What do you mean? Yeah, I would.
Like going into a party.
So you invited me to a party, and then I have another friend that invited me to a party who, where I was at a previous job. So it's kind of like a bunch of people going like, "We haven't seen you in a long time. Let's come hang out." And I'm over here like,
Costume ideas. I got jumbo, dog. I've been. Who's your character's name?
"That's who
Fatso.
I am."
Fatso. Fatso. Yeah. It's like I got
And then
Fatso.
Joey has fucking
Shorty?
And I'm slim.
And Ivan has Slim. Not so slim right now though.
Uh,
That's why you hating on it.
Oh yeah, that's so slim.
That's why you hating on
Oh,
it.
we got to the bottom of it.
We got to the bottom of it.
Oh.
So you literally mean it was sold last year.
That's why. You don't fit into it again.
Damn.
So how you guys been doing?
Oh man, I'm in the feelings again.
Oh yeah, what you been feeling about?
Just at work sometimes, man. You know, I'm stuck in my head. I want this to fucking blow up already, man.
Hey man, I
want
got the bomb right here.
I want the podcast to like. Oh yeah, so we also have like organizers now, topic organizers that we made. So we could get our thoughts in order.
Yeah, so you can be a little bit more on script. But as you were saying about your feelings, though.
12 hours is a long time to think.
Oh yeah, 12 hours a day. Was it 4 days or 3 days a week?
3 days.
3 days.
So it's good. It's good. And then I'm also kind of tired of hearing that it's good. Because everybody like that I tell like the wage and the hours and everything, they're like, oh wow, that's really good, blah blah blah.
That's good, dog. Because it's like surface mind is like, yeah, it gets your stuff paid, it gets everything, it gets paid, but it's like,
On my script.
But
is it good for me though?
Yeah, is it good for me? Like first things first, I'm still broke.
Yeah, so it's not good.
So
You're just lying to me.
Yeah, and then also, I mean, it's kind of on me, but still, like, I'm still broke. Like,
Yeah.
And then also like, you're left alone, like, you kind of just start the day, you get your shit, and then you just go. And then like 12 hours later you leave. And then fucking like I guess my disdain is showing in my productivity and shit. And so like I'm
So
like,
spray on the floor.
I did that before at a previous job, and people they were like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I was like,
remember
like,
that?
"What the fuck you want me?"
Remember the older homie's brother used to spit on his floor?
Oh yeah, that shit is disgusting because we're inside a house and it's carpet.
It was like, why you spit on carpet?
I spit on a warehouse floor, like
so weird.
Like people don't drive around in the Zamboni and clean it up.
Zamboni.
It's not a Zamboni. I don't think.
You spit on the camp.
You know, it's those big things that they drive around, the sweeper thingies. But yeah, I would go inside a trailer sometimes. But
this is a big loogie.
Yeah.
I hope someone slips.
They put their hand up. That shit looks like the ectoplasm from Ghostbusters.
What is this, man?
Whoa, what is this?
Bro, we got aliens.
And then, yeah, so I was just kind of like, you know, where you guys say it's conviction to be at a job you don't like so you could get what you need, and then blah, 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 all that jazz. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling the conviction. I want to create already.
I know, I get.
Like, it's cool that we're creating a podcast. This is great. It's a great first step. But there's many other steps that we need to take. Especially like steps
personally and stuff.
Yeah, personally, and then media-wise as well. There's a lot we need to do.
Yeah.
We could snip up the podcast for you guys, give you the little sweet bits.
Yeah.
We could make them into like YouTube shorts and shit.
Give you videos, reaction videos,
give you videos,
sketches.
I would love to make some sketches.
Angel looks like an alien from this angle over here.
I'm always an alien.
Do commentary.
All right, David, fine.
That's right.
Do some commentary.
Yeah, some commentary.
Do some commentary.
Do some shit.
Yeah. I want to do the what is it, the Kung Pao, insert the fist. I want to do our commentary over that and just talk about like the times we had and shit.
Yeah, funny.
I was like, this the joke right here. This the joke that
set it off.
That set it off. This is what we always talk about.
It bridges friendships together.
It bridges friendships. I could say this one line to like 6 different people from 6 different friend groups. And like the way we bonded was because of Kung Pao.
And that's it.
And that's it.
Yeah, that's the guy.
I legitimately, like, at like a few past warehouses, have quoted Kung Pao to different people, and they're like, "You've seen the movie too."
It's like a realization, or it's like an epiphany moment.
It's literally like watching, like going to like a cult classic, like fucking like expo or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like seeing people like in
the same aisle. It's like, whoa, my god.
Whoa, you guys. Really? You watching this?
It's like telling you to someone who knows in the Matrix too.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, you know?
You took the pill too?
and then you guys start talking about Pootie Tang, and that's when it just goes on from there, man.
Mm-hmm. But yeah.
Where's your mind at, Ivan?
The greens. In the fields.
You're in the fields?
Yeah.
What does that mean? Like in Vermilion, the girl that's floating up in the fields?
Yeah. Vermilion part 2.
Yeah, part 2. Won't let this build up inside? Or are you letting it build up inside?
She isn't real.
Can't make her real. I used to cry to that song in middle school, bro.
I still cry to that song.
Yeah, high key, bro. Like
because it's true though. Like
reverb.
Yeah, I'll go ask out a chick I like, and they reject me, and then 5 hours later, I'll be on the couch at home. She isn't real. I can't make her real.
It's true though. Like that's with every girl though.
Yeah.
Like if you actually like start dating, the girl that you're with isn't who you're dating in your head. Like, you always make up a person in your head about who this person is.
Like we always talk about is the expectations.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just gotta take it for what it is, and then see if you like it or not.
What do you mean by that?
Because you can't control behavior. You can't control anything, and you can't. The only thing you can control is your expectations.
Hey, let me hit some of that cocaina.
Yeah, you can only.
How long do you think is a good time to like see if you like a person dating them?
What do you mean?
So let's say you start dating a person, right?
Yeah.
So let's say you start dating a person, and then it's like 2 weeks. You like her, you like hanging out with her, but you don't know like if this is the personality you want to be with. Mm-hmm. How do you know like how long is like the cutoff?
I know. I feel like 2 weeks is a pretty good amount for like there's no personality.
2 weeks too.
Yeah, I feel like
2 weeks, like as in 14 days of actually hanging out.
Yeah.
Or like like days have gone past you haven't.
You have to actually like communicate too through text, because like also she can't be a dry texter as well, because dry text is like then it can't be 14 days straight, because time starts when you actually talk to her. That's what I believe,
When I was dating Wendy, I remember where I was like trying to hang out for like every single day basically.
Yeah.
And then she texted like you want to hang out? We hanged out a lot. And I was like, yeah, like that's what we're supposed to be doing, right?
Yeah, I like it.
And she's like, oh, I never had a boyfriend and wanted to hang out all the time. And I'm like,
good morning. How you doing?
But yeah, I guess it was also a product of my environment. Like I hang out with you guys all the time, so
Yeah.
like whenever like you can hang out with somebody that you
Yeah, it's
hang out
like
with, you might as well do it.
Like for us, like love is the same, I guess. So it's like we just hang out with people that.
Yeah. Why not just hang out right now? Like,
yeah.
I want to hang out. Let's hang out.
Like,
times were simpler back then, though.
Yeah,
so,
people would just walk in the house and shit.
Yeah, so I wouldn't know what dating as an adult really is.
Yeah.
Like,
people are conniving.
People.
Can't trust myself.
Evil Knievel?
Yeah.
You guys aren't dating nobody?
Nah.
Negative.
Unfortunate.
Is it on purpose or no?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I tell people.
So, as we said on a previous episode, our dear friend Hector Portillo has passed away. We went to his funeral, and I had a lot of things I wanted to do at said funeral. I remember last podcast I said that I was really hoping it was going to be an open casket, so I could say goodbye to his face. And then day of, apparently it was a far away casket. It was don't fucking even get close to this casket.
Right.
Like comfortably.
And if you did, it got hit with holy water.
For real.
Ferociously too.
Yeah. So
that motherfucker.
That fool looked like a waterbender.
He was aiming for the front row.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's go through the day step by step. So we start the day off pretty early. We get ready and everything, and we start heading out. This is the day after the day we did our podcast and everything.
Yeah.
So we go. What was it, like 40 minutes over there?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't think it was an hour. So
No, it was like 35, 40 minutes.
Yeah, so we go over there. And I remember it's like the same place where we right after our Cody session episode 5, we went to this vegan food place. It was around there. So we go there, we park at the funeral home. I don't see anybody there. And
we're all
then
confused walking around.
Yeah, we're like, what the hell? And then we some of our old friends passed by, glad me out and stuff. And then we see Chris, and then we all start like, what's happening? Blah blah blah, like this and that. But we're trying to gather information at this point. Because like, mind you, it starts at 9 and it was 9. So
but we're rushing.
Yeah, so I guess a bottle of vodka. We're rushing. So fucking we finally start seeing the family, and we're like, oh, okay, so we gotta go over there. We start walking, and then the funeral home people are talking to them. We're like, oh, okay, let's see what's happening. We're all in the wrong place, all of us, every single one of us.
There's no one in the right place.
No one's in the right place. So apparently, the funeral home, they said, oh, we did our business. We took care of the body. It's at the church. You guys do all this shit at the church. Okay. I guess we're going to the church. So we also decided to carpool, go with Chris, and follow the mom. Right before the mom's able to take off, this lady, I'm guessing part of the family, runs across the street while a box truck is coming in at a pretty high speed. And then he sees and he's like, and he, like but angrily. He's not actually like fucking, oh no, I'm gonna kill somebody. He's like, oh, I'm gonna kill somebody.
This is about to fuck up my day.
Yeah, this about like,
I'm about to get my third strike. At that point.
So he like slows down, and she's like, she's not running by, mind you. She's doing that stupid fucking like walk. That's like,
oh, I'm gonna pretend I'm hurrying up.
Yeah, I'm gonna pretend I'm hurrying up. No disrespect, but this is like, this behavior cannot be accepted right now. And then what does she do? Right what does she do right when she shows up to the mom and stuff, and the mom like basically tells them to follow her? She turns around and she flips them off.
It's crazy.
Who off?
The mom's car.
Yeah.
She turned around. She went like,
Yeah.
and then it's like, what the hell? This is a grieving mother.
I'm about to knock that bitch's blood
Oh
out.
my god! I don't know who she was.
I was about
I don't
to,
know
like-
if they made up later or anything
Yeah.
like
I was
that.
about to powerbomb that bitch.
It's like, I can't be mad at misinformation that wasn't even like from.
Obviously,
like, the
we're
people.
all being told
Yeah.
this. All of us are part here.
I've been in the
about-
funeral home, bro. Let's
I'm
talk about the
about to
church,
drop
man.
kick
Let's talk
Let's
about
talk about the church.
the church, man.
All right, so
Because I started praying to myself, bro, and then I was talking to God, and I was like, bro, do you see this? Is this your man, dog? Is this your man?
You know what pissed me off too? Well, let's go in order.
All right, go ahead.
So, like, we get to the church, close casket, you know, and, like, they didn't even tell... Gallo's the one that was like, oh, yo, there's donuts and coffee back outside.
Yeah, they told us we're like 40 minutes in, 30 minutes in,
Yeah,
that we're
yeah,
They
waiting.
waited for, like...
and it's like it was like 10 minutes before the actual service.
Yeah.
So then they're like, oh yeah, there's that stuff outside if you guys are thirsty, blah, blah, blah. So, like, literally everyone goes outside, and, like, everyone was munching down for, like, 5 minutes, and then the guy, oh, you guys gotta be back inside in 5 minutes. What the fuck? We just got out here. You just told us this. And
Like,
then
what was the point of us being over here?
Yeah, so...
Like we're all just sitting down, like waiting, that we didn't even need to wait. I could have been up there trying to fucking like be next to the casket or something, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like this could have been my time. But I thought, like in my head, I'm trying to be respectful. I don't want to like fucking intrude.
Yeah.
And the family's having a moment up there already, so like, I'm just gonna sit over here and cry over here, and then I'm like, fucking dying of thirst, and I'm like, I need a tissue and blah blah. I don't see any tissues in sight.
Yeah, bro, there's like no tissues. It's like at least
Yeah.
fucking have
Every fucking pew should have a tissue.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like
Every pew.
here, bro. Here, it's like it should be like right in the
Bibles
center.
were for.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, with the Bible, huh? With the Bible, grieving the Bible.
Have tissue paper with Bible prints
With,
on them.
with scriptures.
Yeah.
Bibles.
Hey, pass me that Matthew 2:13.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. Yeah, I don't know, bro.
And so we go out there, no creamer, mind you, just
No
black,
creamer. It was all black, bro.
just black coffee. I don't mind black coffee.
Oh, neither, but I
But
kind of wanted like
I
some cream. I kind of want some sugar. Yo, it was the morning,
Yeah,
you know.
it's in the morning. I don't prefer
And that shit gave me the
this
shits.
because exactly because two things. It's gonna give you the shits. It's gonna give you bad breath.
Like coffee, I felt that shit.
Coffee.
So like I just didn't want to deal with that. And it also gives you this feeling in your mouth. I don't care for.
I think I know what you mean.
So we had to dump out our coffee, fucking go back
Oh
inside.
yeah, because we only have 5 minutes to sip it.
And then this guy's giving his sermon, and it's so like
Long.
The food-
so
Yeah,
long,
the food's
so
like-
like
It's
things
like,
that
it
don't
was an
even
hour
matter.
long. It was an hour long.
Like, bro, you're not even talking about Hector. Like,
You're not even talking
That's
about
what I was
Hector.
mad,
I'm
bro.
here to celebrate this man's life.
He's telling you scripture.
And you're
Scripture
talking-
he doesn't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah, this fool's mumbling. He didn't know
He's
the words. He had to
mumbling.
reopen the Bible. I know people open the Bible and they keep reading and shit, but this fool was like legit freak.
This fool was
Todos?
speaking. When he
He was going
Todos?
off topic and shit.
like, I could have sworn he was praying. When he was praying, he had opened one eye to look at the Bible to finish it.
I like what Umfra says. He was like, I'm pretty sure Hector wouldn't have cared about any of that.
No.
No, 100%.
Oh no.
I would have wanted to hear
People
Hector,
tell their stories.
like,
That's what you're supposed to do.
people telling stories.
Mhm.
You know
He's
what?
supposed
Not
to
one
say-
eulogy.
He's
No,
supposed to
you're-
say, hey.
Not one
No
eulogy.
one could go up and speak or anything.
Yeah, he was like, he's supposed to say, if anyone has some words about Hector, you can come up to the stand and share your stories and stuff. That never happened. I was mad about that. I was super
Yeah.
mad. And then everyone's supposed to go up and see the casket and then shake the hand of the family.
Yeah,
They
like,
didn't do that shit
give
either.
blessings and condolences and
Yeah,
stuff.
they didn't do that shit
Yeah.
either. And then this fool started throwing holy. Well, first he ate a cracker. He ate the
Oh,
flesh
yeah.
of
Yeah,
Christ.
first
Isn't
yeah.
that-
And then he
First
washed
he
it
ate
out.
Jesus.
Isn't that kind of weird? We have to witness this.
Yeah, right. Like outside looking
Well,
in.
you think it's kind of sexual?
Nah, no, but I just think it's weird that
No,
we had
it's weird that we have to witness this man just fucking say like, okay, now I'm gonna eat
a cracker and drink some blood of Christ and
Yeah,
shit.
I'm
And
gonna
walk
eat his
the
flesh
wine.
and drink his blood.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, if
I was like, bro, pass that shit around if we're gonna do that shit.
I was like, man, if anyone didn't know what religion was and they just saw
Just eating crackers and wine?
No, they just saw like us crying,
like crying,
looking at this guy fucking eat a cracker.
That's how he sounded. That's literally how he sounded.
And then this motherfucker didn't even stay in character. He took his robe off. I was like, bro.
It got hot.
Yeah.
It got too hot for Jesus Christ.
He was like, Jesus.
What would Jesus Christ do? Take off his robe.
Yeah.
He turned on our man as Craig Christ.
Craig Christ.
He would turn a water into cold Coors Light.
So the best part was 1 minute that we had that was still ruined.
Oh no, man! I know who you're going with. Go ahead.
So we're treated to a nice slideshow. They have 3 projectors, one to the left wall, one in the middle, one all the way to the right wall. We're closer to the right wall.
And you know what really kills the mood when you're trying to get in the mood of trying to celebrate someone? Remember somebody? You know what kills the mood?
When one thing the projector says, I'm turning off.
Yeah, and then another one says error.
And
then
multiple errors. And then you witness them trying to solve this problem by going into their own emails. You see all their emails now because they have a projector on each wall that you're hoping to see a slideshow of your friend going like his birth to who he was at the final moments. And you see an email saying, "Hey, is this video good? Yes, use this one." Hey, how about this email that's for the next week's fucking sermon that we're gonna fuck at too, like.
Fuck up.
Yeah, fuck up too. Yeah. I'm surprised we didn't see like a bunch of hate mail. Like, I can't believe you ruined our funerals. You know what? You know why they didn't have email? That was probably their first one.
It honestly felt like it.
It's like, bro.
It really felt like they're like, oh, we forgot to do this. Whatever, we'll do it next time.
They
finally get the video going. One of the projectors is off now.
I can't even see now. And I'm squinting.
They didn't want to turn it on, so we're looking at the other sides. And then cute little Hector as a baby going through the years. Bro looked like RC, looked like
exactly
Max.
Like RC.
Yeah. They all had like the strong facial features of the dad. And then
the squinty eyes.
The squinty eyes. Yeah, the box
face.
Yeah. And then boy, man, they look fucking chiseled now. Max and RC.
Yeah.
Bro looked like fucking Greek sculptures.
Yeah, the killers.
But so we see throughout the years, and then I started seeing the Hectors I know from his high school days, and then he starts going more up, and then right when we're toward the end, and I'm having my smile, not tear yet. I done a lot of crying that day beforehand, and I was holding it in. Yeah, I had a few dry spells because I was just crying a little too much, and then also the drought was during the sermon where I was mad at the fucking priest for trying to take over.
That's when I started meditating, talking to God, and was like, "Bro, you need to fucking recall this."
For trying to.
He needs to go back.
Strike this man down.
He needs to visit the pearly gates.
And then they show a video of him playing what I believe would be his last performance. I don't know where it was or anything, but he was playing his guitar, and it was exactly the Hector I remember.
It was beautiful.
It was amazing.
It literally brought everyone to tears.
Everybody was crying.
Me,
hard.
I know you were crying. I know Yoshi was crying.
Yeah, and everyone just fell. Like, seeing your friend doing the thing that he always does, and knowing that he can't do it anymore, that breaks your heart.
Yeah.
So the night continues, or the day, morning. Fucking, they take him away, put him kind of like where the entrance is, and we all start walking out. There's not really any structure to what's going on right now.
Yeah.
No one really was like, I guess we're going.
Yeah, like, just a bunch of people yelling, like, "We gotta go now, bro. We gotta go now."
No one really knows where to go, but all we really know is that there's an hour and 10-minute drive to go to where he's gonna be.
Yeah, 'cause
And I was in the middle of a 20-minute shit.
Everyone thought he was gonna be buried around the corner or something.
Yeah, somewhere nearby.
Yeah.
But then the pamphlet said Whittier, and everyone was like, "What?"
Whittier, we
Like-
drove west all the way down to fucking Redlands. Now we gotta drive all the way fucking down to Whittier.
Like legit, no one knew that. Like no one knew that.
not a
And
single
then,
person.
so like, the pallbearers took the casket to the hearse, right?
Mhm.
And then everyone
Oh,
else
wait.
like is like
Before he entered the hearse, we're all walking by, so we walked by the casket, and I didn't know if now was the time, so I snuck in a little hand on casket action. I didn't want to take up too much space, and like do it for too long, but I was like, so I have the memory of putting my hand on it, and then we all walk away, and we're all just kind of standing there staring at it, and as we're staring, one of his family comes by. I don't know who she was or anything, but she started like wailing, on the casket. And then I was like, in my head, I was kind of like wondering if this was gonna happen, because you know like how movies and shit, like every funeral that has that girl that goes too soon, blah blah, like all that stuff. And then it happened. I was like, oh shit, like
It's surreal.
like this is a real fucking like thing, yeah. So that made me cry. I was like, man, this sucks.
That was a
And
sucky
then,
day, man.
yeah, we're all there crying, and then more family comes and they see us and they're like, oh, you were friends, blah blah, and they give us hugs. And then there was a lot of hugging going on, and people we didn't really know, but they know that we all share the same pain.
Yeah, same love.
And then Angel had to take a shit, so
yeah, well,
Hector would have understood.
While Angel was taking a shit, like me and Yoshi and RC were chilling and Lamiel and stuff were chilling in a little hallway, and everyone out, like all the rest of the family members were outside eating pan dulces and coffee and shit. And then
the ones that we couldn't eat beforehand.
Yeah, and then this cop just comes up and he's all like, "You guys need to go now. You guys need to hit the road now."
Yeah, like what?
And we're like, "What?"
Yelling, man.
Yeah,
What? Commanding.
He's like, I can't control the roads, man, but I can control what we do here.
No, he said, I could control, like, we could drive on the roads and blah, 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 but when it comes to the freeway, that's a different story.
I can't control that, man.
I can't control the freeway. Like, man, what the hell?
Hey, what the hell, man? You're the cop, bro. He's like, you have wee-wee.
Yeah,
Yeah, wee-wees.
Also, why do we need to fucking go to the freeway?
Yeah, getting out of that parking lot was a mess. Everyone was about to crash into each other.
Every single person. And also, mind you, we carpooled, and I parked in the funeral home. So I have now a fear of losing my car, like being towed in fucking Redlands. So Chris has to carpool drive us back over, and he's a pallbearer, mind you. So he has to like be a part of this thing. So
Is that how you pronounce it, pallbearer?
isn't that what it is?
Paul
I say
Bear?
pallbearer, but it's probably because I watch wrestling and there's a character named Paul Bearer. His name is Paul and his last name is Bear. So I'm probably saying it wrong.
No, it's pallbearer because you hold the poles on the side of the thing, right?
Oh, pole bearer, like you bear the pole.
Yeah, and you also have to bear the burden.
Yeah. That was a bit.
But yeah, so fucking.
I'm still gonna call it Paul Bearer.
So fucking he drives us back. We're going pretty fast because we don't want to miss the.
Bro, that shit was
What's
sick.
that shit called?
That shit was
The
crazy.
escort.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
escort.
Umfers definitely had to be a part of the escort because he had to take the casket out.
Mhm.
And yeah, man, like
So we do it. We come
we're-
back.
They're gone.
They're
Yeah,
gone.
we
And
didn't-
then
we
in
didn't
my
catch
head, I was like, yeah, we probably should have just like instead of coming back here, we should have been like on our way and caught up that way. Because like, let's say we go first by like some miracle, we're the first ones on the freeway heading over there. We would hear them behind us and we would join in that way. Let's say that we went in later and then we catch up to them, we just join in.
They're like, hey, we're
Damn,
part
I didn't
of
even
the.
think about it like
Yeah,
that.
so we didn't do that though. So like that, you know,
It was
hindsight,
cool, though.
hindsight 2020.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
next time.
so we start heading over. We just I'm
Angel-
following Chris.
Yeah, Angel's Gallo's co-pilot, and then I'm Chris's co-pilot. Shit was cool.
Excuse me. And then as I'm following, This man, Chris.
He hit the brakes all hard.
For the
Like
first
twice.
Okay, so multiple times. Not even just twice. This boy.
I mean, twice to what I can remember, you know?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like the ones that were like.
Like when he was getting out the freeway, when we were back, when it looked like we were back on the same freeway.
Yeah.
And then he was like, and he swerved out a little bit.
This man finds a way to switch into lanes that would immediately be blocked for me. like he would wait for a car to be like almost behind him, go in front of that car, and now I'm over here with a fucking car that I have to overcome and go around, and or just be behind and hope for a way to go around somehow some other way.
And all the meantime, I'm trying
For
to
an
look,
hour and 10 minutes.
I'm trying to look out for this fool, making sure he doesn't switch lanes quick enough so Gallo can catch up to him. It's crazy, man.
That shit was crazy. I remember the last one going off the exit because he was all the way in the carpool.
This man we're in the carpool lane. We're 5 lanes away from the fucking exit. And this man decides to go to the exit not even a mile beforehand. This man wait not even a half mile. This man waited till the thing said like
200 feet.
200 feet.
300
Yeah.
feet.
He went like he was almost perfectly horizontal.
Yes, and I see that.
And
I have to decide after the fact, after it's already been 200 fucking feet.
Can I also do this?
Can I also do this? There's a semi next to me.
when we're on the ramp.
We did it.
Look,
Yeah, I had to do this. Stop, check all the lanes,
Yeah.
and then go basically like straight for it. And he was like, "Watch out, watch out, watch!" Like everything's slow motion right
I
now.
was like, oh.
Watch out! And I'm
That's
like,
your biggest semi.
and then the signs like in front of us basically, because mind you, we're basically going horizontal here, and then I'm like, I got it, and I was like, we're good. and then we fucking make it. The fucking like pole is like next to us.
Yeah, we go over the fucking the divider of the exit and shit.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
and then,
when me and Unfers were coming
fucking
off the
there.
ramp, and he just did that shit, right? And I was like, whoa, what the fuck?
and then
He's
he
like,
does the hand thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my bad.
Oh, no,
Hi.
he goes like
Hi.
this.
Sorry.
He goes like, we look at each other. I was like, damn, you really just did that. He's like, yeah. And we look back and we look at you, and Unfers is like, I don't know if Gal's gonna be able to make that. And then we see you go, and he was like, whoa, he made that. I was like,
Yeah,
damn,
but that shit was tense, bro.
that shit was
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah.
Because it's one of those things where it's like if you hesitate, you fucked up.
Yeah, it's like exactly. It's
Yeah.
like you had to make that split
You have
second.
to do it.
It's fight or flight.
Yeah. Also, I don't know the area, so let's say we missed the exit. I don't know if we have to drive 5 more miles to the next one. I don't know if we have to drive 2
Yeah.
miles, and it's like over the mountain now, and we have to try to find our way back over. To the
It's just
mountain.
easier to maybe almost crash.
We knew. I knew we weren't going to. It was a situation where
That's
I knew
why I
it wasn't
said
gonna happen. Yeah. No, there was no maybes here.
There's always
That
like a
wasn't part
5%
of-
chance. I saw that semi pretty close, man.
There was a higher chance of an alien coming by and crashing into us than it was.
He
me
said,
to
"What's up to
another
me?"
car.
Only sip deals and absolutes.
So, so we start following a little bit more, and then they go into like this weird fucking area where like warehouses and fucking like window tints and shit. They park, and I'm like, "Where are we?" He's like, "It's here."
It's a funeral.
He's like, "Oh no, I'm just kidding."
No, I'm just kidding. I think we should eat before we go.
At this point, I was just fucking done.
And yeah, I'm
just so annoyed.
I drove for an hour under all this intense pressure. I fucking we're not even there, and I am hungry at this point in time. I'm fucking starving. I'm hangry, and fucking we're looking for food places, and we can't find any that are actually like close that we like would actually enjoy. And then we find a McDonald's that was literally down the street.
It was actually pretty good McDonald's, man.
It was a
was really
pretty
bomb.
good McDonald's.
Yeah.
really bomb. It was fast, too.
It was fast. The tendies were nice, warm and crunchy.
The burgers felt fresh.
Yeah.
The fries felt fresh.
I asked
There,
him first what he
everything
gets
was
from
fresh.
McDonald's. He said he gets 2 double doubles. So I was like, oh, give me that too. And I was like, I want to try their pull apart donut. And I got that too. We both got that.
I was actually gonna get a McFlurry, but I was like, McFlurry's never hit. Why would I try here?
Maybe that one would have hit though.
That,
'cause-
Maybe
that
it
one
would've
probably
hit.
yeah,
hit, bro.
that one would have hit, bro.
It was like
Yeah, but
definitely.
I was scorned for all these times where I tried McFlurry and it's literally just their vanilla ice cream with some fucking
Yeah.
Oreos.
It was like deprivation, funeral, sad mode, and We munched. It was great.
We munched.
It was honestly like the best part of the week.
Yeah.
The best moment was when
I played the Pixies. Where's my mind?
Oh no, because that was Sunday, so I consider that the week prior.
No, I played it while we were munching.
Oh,
on McDonald's.
you did? Oh, I thought you were talking about. That was definitely the best moment of that week, where RC was playing the Pixies in Locana. But yeah, when I cheers my burger, and then Angel cheers back, and you cheers back, and then
cheers back,
and then first did it too. I was like, hell yeah, dude!
And then we did it for like 16 more times. we kept cheering.
It's just going on. We kept cheering each other and shit.
Yeah.
Like each person would lock onto a different eye. We'll cheer.
And then Chris is like, all right, let's go. And I'm like, fucking 5 fucking.
Yeah,
I'm like 5 fucking nuggies.
I'm like doubles in my mouth. I'm like,
I'm like, what the hell? Well, I'm munching. And then after I kept eating, he's like, oh, you really weren't done? He's like...
That fool makes me laugh, dude. He's just hella funny.
Yeah. That fool needs to tap me up.
Yeah? You want to?
Yeah, I want to have him do my Carnage and my Venom.
Venom. So then we go to the actual burying of the casket. We apparently show up late.
Which is weird because we were like on time.
Yeah.
And then we
also... At 1 o'clock. We got there at 1 o'clock.
We also were told that they weren't even there yet.
Yeah.
Like right before we started eating, remember he asked RC and RC's like, oh, I'm not even there yet.
Oh yeah, he wasn't.
He was talking about Yoshi.
Mm-hmm. And then we show up and he's already
there?
He's already there. Like not buried or anything, but he's there. Like they took him off of the funeral car.
Yeah.
The hearse. And then they put it there. And the presentation is terrible. Do you guys see that?
Yeah.
Like, this looks like a construction site. This doesn't look like a funeral.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
Nah, that's how they do it now.
But it's crazy, bro, because I feel like we're not even supposed to see, like, the construction part of it, you know? I feel like there's, like, a ceremonial part, and I feel like there's a work part afterward, you know?
So pretty much this is how it was supposed to go down. You know how that guy gave out... Well, you guys weren't there yet, but this guy went around handing flowers to everyone, right? Mm-hmm. So at some point, the funeral people are supposed to say, hey, come up to the casket, put the flower on the casket, and say your final goodbye. That was when we were supposed to do that shit. And then the family comes up and, you know, how they did and have their final goodbye together. And then they lower the casket. You can see that part, but usually all the funerals I've been at, once they start burying, everyone dips. Because like you don't really want to see that, you know. Like,
you don't want to see the fucking construction.
You don't want to see them
trucks and stuff.
Yeah, these two guys are like on their phone, and then they start talking to each other, and they're doing all these fucking like, more this way.
Yeah, because what's crazy about life is that it's just every day for everybody else.
It's normal for them.
Yeah, it's just every day for everybody else, and
that's their second body of the day. They're like, we had to go through 4 more.
Well, yeah, there was like 4 funerals there.
Yeah, there was the OG one over there too.
Oh yeah, the
old school cars. Yeah.
But yeah, so that didn't happen. Instead, he handed out the flowers to everybody, but never said anything. And then the family went up, and then they were there, and then
they were there for like 30 minutes. I was like looking. I was like, man, this is like a really emotional.
I really had to meditate, bro.
Yeah,
that floor was uneven, and that shit was.
The floor was uneven. Yeah,
that shit was fucking on my ankle, and that shit
we
was
were being beaten up by the sun, man. That sun was really, really fighting us.
It was really
well, I guess
really surreal.
I guess the gardeners came up already, and they were already they already had lowered the casket, and then the funeral guy's like, whoa, they already had fully lowered it.
Lowered it all the way down.
So he's like, oh, okay, we'll have everyone put their flowers in.
Drop their flowers.
So then everyone had to walk up to the fucking casket and drop the flower in, and then like the dad went first, right? Mm-hmm. And he almost fell in because you're not supposed to step on the boards.
Yeah.
So then
he stepped on the boards.
He stepped on them, and then everyone else put their flower in. I remember, and you could hear you drop it, and you hear it go smack real hard. And then I remember Umfris was like, I don't know, that felt real disrespectful. I was like, it was, dude. Like, you're not supposed to drop the flower in there like that. It was supposed to be
it's here you go. Like,
it was weird, man. It was really weird. But he was buried.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Hector, man.
And we still said our respects afterward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we came up to after it was already buried. It was like a mound of fucking dirt. I put my hand in the dirt. I was like, this is nice dirt. This is Hector dirt. And then I knee down. I say I'm sorry that we didn't hang out enough, or more. I mean, yeah. And then we talked to RC more, and then we carried on.
I chilled with RC and Max that night when they got home.
That's cool.
Yeah, we all smoked and shit.
Yeah.
Fucking RC got faded and fell asleep on the couch right there by the piano. It was like 10 o'clock. I was like, hey, RC, I gotta go. And he was like, why? I was like, what the fuck? You sleeping, dog? He was like, oh, it's later now. He's like, yeah, come through again. I was like, I bet.
Yeah, but those were the worst funeral people ever. Don't ever fucking go to Rose Hills or... that's the cemetery. Don't ever go to the funeral service for the any Redlands funeral service, I guess.
Just because of them.
Yeah, blacklist all of them. Blacklist all of them. We got bone to pick.
If the funeral home is 3 minutes within the that plant power vegan place, stay away from it.
Yeah, stay away from it.
Oh yeah, that too.
Not the plant powered, but the
plant power is actually delicious.
Or maybe the funeral home did good. No, it's the church. What's the name of the church?
Yeah, the church. Yeah, it was the name of the church, man. Because the funeral home took care of Hector.
You know what?
It's more like 10th Planet Church Jiu-Jitsu or some shit.
What's up, man?
Oh yeah, and then...
What's up, Hector? Remembering Hector Alexis Portillo Moreno. This entire left hand is like a passage. Yeah.
Spanish.
The funeral service was done at the Redlands United Church of Christ. Redlands United Church of Christ. A bad place to have your funeral.
I don't know. I'm not looking too religious, but I feel like that priest was disrespecting Christ.
He kind of was on.
Yeah.
Especially when you broke character. Like, who does that?
Oh, I think this officiant's right here. What's FR stand for? Father? Father Esteban Alcantar Trujillo.
His name is Esteban Seen?
Esteban Alcantar Trujillo.
Yeah, that fool was crazy, bro.
Also,
I feel like you're drinking a little too much of Jesus' blood.
This is a nitpick. This is on me. You guys could do better pictures of Hector on these fucking pamphlets that they hand out. These are literally.
Well, that's what I was saying, bro.
These are 240D.
That's what I'm
JPEGs.
They probably don't know how to send pictures, bro, between each other.
They can't even get like a good picture of a cloud.
That's what I'm saying, but they don't know how to.
None of these are high res.
They probably,
look how nice this white is and how disrespected it is.
Like, they probably don't know that they had to like print that out in 300 DPI. Just so I can print better.
Services and care of Sunset Funeral Care. So that was our start of the week, really.
Yeah, that was my main.
That was Thursday, bro.
Yeah, that was the start of our since last podcast.
That was like 2 days after the podcast.
That was a day after because we did a Wednesday one.
Yeah.
Wednesday,
yeah.
Sure.
See? Don't believe me.
I remember everything.
Alright. Let's have a moment of silence for our friend here. And we're going to cut it off with an ad.
Man, that's what Hector would have wanted.
An ad.
An ad.
Yeah, that thing says celebrate the life and death of a friend, like product placement.
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
Product placement with Taco Bell.
And
Choritos, nacho burritos.
Taco Bell. Taco
Taco Bell had their foot on the
See?
fucking throat of product placement back in the day.
Oh,
Oh, they still do with that fucking Taco Bell anime?
Yeah, man.
That
They're on
shit's
top
good,
of that shit, bro. I'm invested.
I'm invested.
I had some Taco Bell the other night.
They're all taco fries.
It was weird.
Dragon Box did
Yeah,
okay when they
they're
tried
not
to
the
do
same,
that.
bro.
Well, the food was pretty good, but it's just the environment inside. It was weird, bro. There was like this.
It's looking like a Demolition Man now.
Yeah, there was this couple off to the corner, right? And like, at first I thought the guy was like some dude that was just being like kind of cocky and obnoxious and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But then I heard him say, "Feed me a burrito," and I look, and then I was like, and I saw the way his head moved, and I was like, "Oh, is this guy retarded or something?" And then so I was like, whatever. And then
You trying not to make eye contact?
yeah, so then I just looked away. They finally took my order, so then I got like a chicken box thingy, and then so I go to sit down, and there's a crew member eating on their break, right? And she's talking to the cashier that just took my order, and I'm chilling, and then I'm like pulling out this chair, and I hear the girlfriend like screaming or yelling, and then like I'm like, what the fuck?
She's like, I'm not gonna feed you a fucking burrito.
Because they started arguing with each other, and then she's like, I'm your girlfriend. He's like, no, I don't want to be your boyfriend no more. And I was like, oh, this guy really isn't retarded. He's just actually the obnoxious dude, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So then I hear the girl yelling, and I'm like, what? So I look over at her, and she's already looking at me. And I'm like, oh, so I just look away, right? And then she goes, what, babe? He was looking at me. And I was like, what the fuck? So he comes over to me, and he's like, hey, what's up, man? How's it going? I was like, it's going good. And he goes, and I tell him, how about you? And he goes, that was terrible, man. I want to kill myself. And then she's like, babe, don't say that.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, cheer up, buddy.
It's like, babe, protect me.
I told him, cheer up,
Babe,
buddy.
protect yourself.
I told him, cheer up, buddy. And then he walked away, and then he grabbed some like box or whatever. I don't know. It was probably like food or something. And he goes over to the fucking crew member eating her lunch, and he puts it on the table. It was nighttime. It was like 9:30, so it was weird. And there was lightning outside, so it was like a weird night.
Oh, was that last night?
Yeah, last night.
Bro, that lightning was crazy.
Yeah, it was
bro.
really crazy. So
I
he
didn't
put.
I didn't hear it either, but it was there, bro.
Yeah, you don't hear it, huh?
Yeah.
There was no thunder.
No thunder.
That shit was like plasma lightning or some shit. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but yeah.
It was like orangey yellow too.
Yeah, it was different. When it first started during
Man,
the daylight.
Marvel with their product placement, fucking their ads, man. they're really fucking doing the Spider-Man No Way Home Electro fucking.
Yeah, but it was right there.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, so he puts like this box in front of the crew member, and I'm looking at her. I'm like trying to see her reaction because who knows, maybe they know each other or some shit. But she just looks at it and she looks at him with disgust, and I was like, okay, she definitely doesn't fuck with him.
You know that face, like,
Yeah.
What the fuck did you just do?
Yeah.
like,
And
who
then
the
he
fuck
walks
are
away.
you?
Yeah, and he's just they're just still yelling at arguing, and I was just like, man, this is fucking weird. And then I look at my receipt, and then I don't have the lady got my name, right? I told her my name, the cashier. But
Damn,
my
you're trying
receipt
to spit game?
no, but the receipt doesn't have a number or my name, so I was like, huh. So when another crew member from the cashier disappeared, I don't know where the fuck she went, but the crew member, a different one from the back, she put a box on the counter, and she goes, your order's ready, but she's not looking at me, she's looking at the couple who already had their food. And then she just like puts her arms in the air like, I don't know what you guys are doing then. She's like in a mean, like she's like mad, she's like, I don't know. And then so she walks away, and I'm like, what the fuck? Is that my shit? So I go up to her, I go up to the box, I'm like, is this for Ivan? And then she looks at me, and like there's like two other chicks back there, and they all look at me, and they're just like, yeah, like all fucking confused and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I opened it, and I was like, yeah, that looks like the food I ordered. So I just took it out. And I was like, damn, that was fucking weird.
All the
That's
contents are
fucking
there.
weird.
And then this dude came out the parking lot, and he was all talking loud and shit, and he was like, he was like, yeah, man, fucking watch out for them little demons, man. Watch out for them little demons.
Oh, yeah, but you really do have to watch out for those little demons. So.
Watch out for them little demons. And he just kept saying it, right?
It was another guy?
It was a different dude, yeah. He was in a car.
That guy isn't so crazy.
Yeah, and then and he's like, yeah, man, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. Don't be a fucking pussy. And I was like, holy shit.
I knew that fool was speaking facts. As soon as he said, watch out for those little demons. That's exactly the same thing my dad
Hey,
told
look,
me.
they're taking a picture of that guy. He just bought a mask. That's cool.
Do you want to take a picture of all of them?
Nah.
It'll make their night. I know for a fact.
Well, nah. Because then we're going to get out of the car and we're going to look weird.
He's like, hey, bro, you want a picture?
Yeah.
Alright.
What's
phone you want me to use?
Hey, what's up? Square up, dog.
Square up.
Hey, yo, run those masks.
He tapped him. He got the jab off. He had his good stance, you know.
He didn't have a good stance. This man just walking around waving his arms around. What are you talking about? So, I'm at work, right? We're just heading back. And then I just hear my friend say, like, you saw that? What? You see that? See what? There's these harnesses we use because we're on these order pickers that go up and down and stuff. So if you fall down, they save you. And apparently there's one that has the, you know those toilet seat covers? The paper ones?
Yeah.
It has one of those on there with shit on it.
Oh.
So somebody drove to a fucking bathroom.
From outer space mask.
Got off of the
Or no, just one.
No, that's just one. I think that's Shorty. Got off of the fucking we call them SPs, and then or OPs or whatever. Gets off of it, and instead of like taking off the harness like everybody does, because it's fucking disgusting, everyone uses it, so why would you take it to the bathroom? Took it to the fucking bathroom
And sound it.
and then not only did that, went straight into the stall, and instead of taking it off in there, fucking just sat right on it.
And then
Mind
shut
you,
on it.
there's 2 straps that go to your crotch to secure your legs. So this man had to like take off his like shorts or pants, like not even to the knee, to take this shit. Because you can't take this off because there's fucking straps on it. Unless he only unstrapped that part.
That just shows you how bad he needed to take a shit. Like he just couldn't take the straps off. He just couldn't.
I had
He's
moments
like,
like
oh,
that.
this is. He like put it down to where only his crack showed. He's like, okay, this is enough. This is enough.
Mind you, I've had these moments too. I've only been at this job for not even a few months.
Hey, look, they're all wearing like the same button up. You see that? They're just different colors. You think they have their own podcast or something?
Oh, should we get like a fucking Slipknot fucking body jumpsuit?
Jumpsuit, I'm down.
No, you
That'd
get
be sick.
different masks.
Yeah, we could go to like a thrift shop and find like those mechanic ones.
Yeah.
The one in the
Oh,
red
that'd be
and the
sick.
black, they kind of really look like Price is Right contestants.
Hmm?
But damn, dude, they're squatted up right now, dog.
They're squatted up. See, that's what I wanted to do, and you guys were like thinking I was fucking weird.
In the
Nah,
store
it's
though.
cool. But look, they have a girl with them.
Okay.
That's taking the pictures for them.
Is it the mom?
Nah.
Nah, that's be one of the girls. Or, Mom said that you have to take me out too.
Only bought you for the pictures.
Oh, he dropped his phone.
Oh.
Now the red one's throwing.
Yeah,
punches.
he's throwing hands.
He's like, bro,
You
that's
dropped
my
the phone.
You fucking dickwad.
Oh, you a
Fucking
dick
cock
punch.
stain.
See, if we took their pictures, that wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, bro. Hey, bro, take your pictures, but $5 each head.
Each head. So we could buy our own masks.
Yeah.
And then we could take a. Never mind.
So, yeah, there was fucking shit over there. And you know what happened?
Oh.
I went in the next day, it was still there.
Oh.
It was gone the 3rd day, though.
They returned the mask. Can you imagine?
Yeah,
Wait,
man.
Wait, are
wait.
they workers there? I think they're
Oh,
workers.
maybe the
that's
red one
why.
is. Maybe
Nah,
the red one is.
No, I think they're all workers. Nah. Well, I don't remember their uniform looking like that.
No, yeah, the red one ran straight to the back of the cashier. I don't fucking know, dude. Anyway,
The other night I got off of work and I wanted to get La Michicona or whatever you call it. But that line was
You just
packed,
go
bro.
on.
There's hella fucking people in there. I was like, nah.
That shit, dude, they know ice cream, man.
They do.
Yeah,
Man.
so
It's super creamy.
But there's this place right next to it though, the one by my house. That's called
Oh, the cookie plug?
yeah, the cookie plug.
The cookie plug?
Yeah, so I finally had that shit. I
The
went in,
cookie with the plug.
and
Plug in the cookie.
the
Plug in.
cashier was all like, "Is this your first time here?" And I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Oh, okay, cool."
Is this your first time?
She was like, "Yeah, we have these, and you can get like 7 cookies for like $21 plus a drink." And I was like,
What?
I was like, "No."
7 fucking cookies for $21?
How big are the cookies, bro?
They're fucking hockey pucks, dog. They're big, but they're yeah. So then she's like, I was like, "What kind of?"
But I'm not gonna eat 7 big ass cookies in like a short amount of time.
No, yeah, I wasn't gonna go for that.
You know, I don't know, man.
I told her, I was like,
Maybe it's like a family thing. Like, oh yeah, maybe my family likes these cookies, so.
or you know how like Dexter brings in donuts to the fucking
the precinct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking I could bring cookie plug if I had a car. But anyways, yes, I was like, "What kind of drinks do you guys have?" And she was like, "Oh, look, you can have a free sample of this one. It's lemonade." I think it was a lemonade. I don't really know what it was, but it tasted bomb. But it looked like lean, cause it's purple.
Don't they have like a logo like that outside?
Yeah, and then it's called Get Some Drank, and then they had like
Cookie
some
drink.
they had some purple milk. She was like, "Yeah, this is literally just purple milk. Like it tastes exactly like."
It's just purple.
Yeah, and I was like, "All right, cool."
You're like in Star Wars, but purple.
Ugh.
And she's like, what?
What is this Star Wars you speak of?
Yeah.
And then
Star Wars?
and I was like,
So leave the premises.
this other lady came from the back, and then I said hi to her, and then she was talking, and then like, I was like, "All right, can I get 3 cookies and a drink?" And she was like, "Yeah." And then so she was like, "Did you want it in a styrofoam cup or a bottle?" They legit had a bottle, like a baby bottle. I was like, I'm not walking around the city with a baby bottle. So I was like, let me get a styrofoam cup. And then the other lady was all like, "Oh, it doesn't come with a top though. So, you you sure you want that?" I was like, "Yes, I'm sure." And then so I got that.
She's got the baby bottle, fool.
And I got the, I tried their purple haze, white chocolate macadamia, because I gotta have my macadamias. And then,
Purple haze.
I forgot the name. Oh, the purple haze was a purple velvet cookie. And the white chocolate macadamia, I forgot what it was called.
I believe
The
indica?
song. Yeah.
And then they had a chocolate.
I believe indica? Indica hybrid, I believe?
They had a
Taste it now.
a chocolate peanut butter
Notes of
cookie
cherry.
called like CPB.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, instead of CBD,
Yeah.
CPB. And I got that one too, and they put it in like a little bag, and it said half sack. I was like, that's funny. So I'm walking around the city with a fucking half sack of cookies in a fucking lean cup, but it's actually just lemonade. And I get home, I haven't tried the cookies yet, but my brother's like, "What is that?" And I was like, "Oh, this is like some cookie plug place." Right here."
Your brother would be like, "Hey, what's that?"
Yeah.
Hey, what's in the
And
bag?
he's like, he smells I was like,
He
"Here,
smells
try
the cookies?
Yeah, he tries the drink, right? And he's like, "Oh, that tastes good." And he's like, "It tastes like weed." And I was like, "It does?" And he's like, "Yeah." And then he smells it. He's like, "Ivan, are you sure those aren't edibles?" And I was like, "I fucking hope not." Cause
This man literally smoked right before he got there, and then saw like weed paraphernalia, and he's like,
how'd you know
"That
he
tastes like
smoked?
weed."
Yeah.
What do you mean? How I know he's smoked?
Yeah.
He's like, it's already in his mouth.
Yeah, it's
and shit.
literally it is.
It's already on his clothes. Bro, it smells like weed.
Yeah, he was like, he's like, "Ivan, are you sure those aren't edibles?" And I was like, "I fucking hope not, because I want to eat them, and I don't want to die."
It's like, no, bro, I think they're edibles. I think you should give them to me. Hand them over. I know.
Yeah, he was looking at the cookies like, "Yeah, there's some green stuff in there, Ivan. I think there might be edibles." I was like, "Well, let's see." So I popped them open. He was like, "All right." He smelled them. He's like, "All right, no, they're not." And I was like, "Sick." So we ate them,
Yeah, they don't smell bad.
and our favorite, me and him both, was the purple haze. That shit was delicious.
That's one of my favorites too.
That shit was
You tried it
delicious.
The strain, yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and then
Have you really?
but you haven't tried the cookie?
Yeah, we got them.
Those legal, man.
Yeah, and then so it was cool because my brother has a job now, which is pretty tight.
So
So
you had him pay him back for the cookie?
nah, but he told me, "Hey Ivan, where's that cookie place at that you had?" And I was like, "It's literally right there." And he's like, but where right there? I'm like, in the corner, dude, by the ice cream place.
Like, if you walk right in front or the side of
Literally,
Stater Brothers,
yeah, you
and
walk
look across
outside.
the street,
Yeah,
it says Cookie Plug in like the biggest fucking letters.
And he was like, cool. He's like, once I get my next check, I'm gonna go get some more. I was like, oh, you liked it? And he's like, yeah, dude, it was bomb. I was like, sick. That's good to hear, man. Yeah, it was bomb.
That's dope, dude.
10 out of 10.
Yeah,
That's
I want
right.
to try some more food places and stuff, but Man's is down bad.
right.
Man's is broke.
You gotta get up, you know?
You're down on his luck, Corbin.
I'm down. I'm worse than down on luck. It's like Lady Luck that like fucking kicked me in the balls and just like ripped my hair out.
You're
fucking
broke, Corbin.
Put my fucking teeth on the damn curb and shit.
Hang yourself.
Well, not myself. I'm not doing it to myself. Well, I mean, I technically am, yes, but metaphorically.
There we go. There we go. We solved it, boys. That was the problem.
Metaphorically, it's Lady Luck doing it to me.
Like,
It's that meme of me looking at myself in the mirror. Stop fucking up your own life.
You see that
why are
one?
you like this?
Why are you like
You
this?
see that one I posted with Beetlejuice?
No,
That shit was hilarious.
you're hilarious, man. You're a hilarious man. If you got a sex change, you'll be a hilarious woman. Which
You know what?
doesn't sound like possible, but no.
You know what people have been saying at work that has me dying? Like, like when, for example, it was me, Steve, and Byron, and I said some, they were like accusing each other of being gay or whatever, and I said some shit, and then fucking Byron goes, "You're a fag. You're the fag, Ivan." I was like, "What the fuck?" And I was like taken back from him. I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Funny ass guy," and I was like, "Oh."
It's the evolution of the word, man. It keeps going through all the changes.
Yeah,
It does,
man.
huh? Yeah. First it was a cigarette,
It was a bundle of sticks first.
then it was
Then it was the cigarette.
Gay people, derogatory term for gay people, and then it became motorcyclist, derogatory term for motorist,
Nice.
cyclist, and then now it's funny ass guy.
That word's pretty inclusive, man.
Maybe it's gonna be
It is inclusive,
maybe it's gonna be fat g later down the road, and
Yeah,
it'll be
fag-
funny as gay guy. Yeah.
But,
I'm
yeah,
cutting that out. I'm not gonna condone
You're
this. I hate that fool. I hate that fool.
Remember when Ricardo was like, "Hey,
Joey
what's
still
up,
calls
No, I
you
don't
that.
remember that.
what's up, Galo?" And you're like, "What's up, retardo?"
Yeah. He didn't say that last part. He
Yeah,
said
you just get low,
You
yeah.
know what was crazy, bro?
He said, "What's up, retardo?"
Never mind, I can't say it no more.
What's cool? Also, earlier, fucking, I did that unfunny woman joke because Norm Macdonald does them, and I said one earlier today to Wendy. I forgot.
Oh, that's fucking great.
I forgot how I.
Executing one of those?
Ah, man, I executed it pretty fucking well. I said something to the same effect. I was like, funny for a woman, which I know that doesn't sound possible. And then she literally threw a bowl at me. And I gotta say, man, she's the funniest woman.
Like, that's comedy, man.
It's comedy.
With Giselle, whenever she makes me laugh really hard, I tell her, I was like, "Wow, that actually really made me laugh." And she's like, "Fuck you, I'm funny, bitch." And that in and of itself is funny too. But like, it's just funny
Because you know, throughout her whole life, people just tell her nah.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's funny because like I tell her, it's because I tell her girls aren't funny. And,
Yeah.
and so like when she does make me laugh, and I think she is funny, but it's fun to.
It's always fun to just fuck with people.
Yeah,
It's like a God-given thing.
Yeah, so she
But it's also kind of true, though, because females don't have to be funny. Girls don't really have to be funny.
What are you talking
I
about?
think there was like this thing that was it was with Norm Macdonald as well, saying that like the guys have to be funny in order to get the girl. and
Yeah,
shit.
it's like a show. It's a show.
Yeah, it's literally like the peacock. Like, let me show off my
Yeah.
feathers and blah blah.
Oh.
Yeah. And
Girls don't have to like
Be funny.
resort to that
Yeah.
stuff, especially since like the guys kind of like, like you know, the dormant thought of like, yeah, let's do this, like let's get it on. But that's evolution and shit. And girls are funny. They make jokes and they're writers. We got Tina Fey and shit. We got fucking Amy Poehler. Like you cannot fucking watch Parks and Recreation
Leslie
and just be
Knope.
like, man, this shit sucks. Like,
yeah.
Aubrey Plaza has that like that
Aubrey
deadpan
Plaza
comedy.
funny.
That shit's crazy.
And there's the female comedians that have their own like subsets of genres and shit.
Yeah.
Like I hate the fucking Amy Schumer ones.
Yeah. I hate that one.
I get
sex
it.
jokes?
like, yeah, to an extent,
overly
though.
aggressive.
To an extent, because it's like I get it when a guy says like something about like balls and farts and blah blah, and it's like, all right, cool. His entire set's not that. And if it is, I'm turned off by the set because I'm like, I get it.
Dave Chappelle said, he was like, man, he's like, I come up with great shit jokes, like fart jokes, whatever. So he's like, I got to the point where I was like, I need to. This was either Dave Chappelle or Demetri Martin, but he was like, I had to stop because I'm like, I'm literally just writing a full set of fart jokes, but they're so easy, you know, they're so good.
Mm-hmm.
And then Kevin Hart says farts make him laugh. That like that's the one way to definitely make him laugh is by either farting or falling down a flight of stairs.
What was that thing we were watching where the guy gets punched and he immediately farts after? I forgot it.
Nacho Libre when he jumps and he's like,
no.
Oh.
I forgot.
You know what I'm talking about,
yeah.
right? He like gets fucking like punched in the stomach. He's like, oh.
Here's a funny clip of Sarah Silverman, and
the
McDonald.
Is it the one where she?
Collective, a united artists, if you will. Uniting myself, Reggie Watts, Michael Cera, and Tim and Eric. And what do? We do whatever we dream up. We shoot it, and it goes on there. We can fail, we can do well. It's total freedom.
No offense, but it sounds like that's some fucking commie gobbledygook.
No offense, no.
It sounds like a bunch of gobbledygook.
Call me
gobbledygook.
It's funny because like it lost me at Tim and Eric. They're kind of one of the ones that is kind of like shock humor, like that's too much.
I don't like those fools.
Tim and Eric?
Yeah, I don't like them.
Which one's Tim and Eric?
They have that Tim and Eric's awesome show. It's like the Adult Swim like fucking pinnacle of just sketch comedy trash.
It's literally just like two rich dudes like, hey man, we have money. What should we do?
Just fuck around.
Let's just make a fucking sketch comedy show.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, and I know some people like it too. Because some people like, I don't know if like they like Adult Swim for like just that, like the shock humor and that stupid shit. That one fucking weird ass show that was like 3D animation,
The
garbage.
guy with the fucking bird nose.
Yeah, that shit. Like, I don't know.
I feel like you go watch one episode of that
people...
and maybe get entertained, but I feel like
I could see like if you're fucking tripping balls and you're fucking watching it.
I feel like that shit would
like
get
not
old
even
after,
like recreational.
I feel like that shit will get old after the first episode.
Or like if you want to feel different or some shit. Like, yeah, bro, I'm so edgy. I watch this shit, bro.
Oh, I get it.
You get me?
All that Assy McGee shit.
Yeah, like bro, you don't know nothing about this shit. This shit's deep right here, bro.
I heard somebody talk about Assy McGee recently, and I was like, you disgust me.
Don't ever conversate. Don't ever.
Like that generation of you, I don't want to hear any more about it.
I want to forget about you ever existing.
One of my exes used to watch the Hell Show. You're Going to Hell. It was actually pretty funny. But I love Eric Andre, and that's kind of his comedy too, man.
I like Eric Andre, but
Eric Andre,
but he has good execution.
Yeah,
he's fucking
better execution because it's like. It's not just crazy to be crazy. It has a punchline.
That cop scene where they went in just to be crazy, and then they started making out. Bro, that's
pinnacle.
And
the guy's like,
because they show like the reactions and the person in the corner like kind of smiling at it like.
And Eric's like, I want him. And he gets all scared. Time to deliver a pizza ball.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like some of those jokes are like the ones that they kind of like throw in as filler. Like I understand them when they're just kind of like filler for
like
fucking like 5 minutes. Shit.
Yeah.
Well, no, I get it. Like when it's continuous.
Oh.
Like it's literally filler. Like fucking Family Guy does it to a point where it's fucking disgusting. Like you know what I'm talking about? Fucking
Family Guy finish.
Yeah. I think we talked about that before though.
Yeah.
So, and here's Conway Twitty.
Conway.
What? Speaking of though, what have you guys been watching lately?
Shit. Well,
wrestling.
I've been watching F is for Family. With that.
Really?
Yeah.
American fucking cartoon shit?
Yeah, with Bill Burr.
Yeah, with Bill Burr.
That shit's so fucking funny, bro.
Is it though?
It is.
Yeah. Bro, American.
It's like what Paradise
do you
PD
think it
would want to be.
Paradise PD too?
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
No, yeah, I hate that shit.
Do you think it would benefit with a better animation by changing up the animation style?
No,
I think
I just don't. The only reason I don't like it is because it just looks like Paradise PD.
You don't think like American cartoons should do better?
No.
Yeah. I think so.
I think they should do better.
Why?
Because they get lazy, bro.
It gets lazy.
animation?
They get disgusting.
Yeah, like animation.
I
Exactly
think that-
animation.
Dude, Beavis and Butthead, I don't even give a fuck with. They're funny, bro.
I like how that looks.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
fucking-
Are you
Mike-
saying that
it's
it's
Mike
too like
Judge.
cookie cutter?
yeah.
Yeah, the recent animation. Like, how many shows are we gonna make
Well-
that looks like Bob's Burgers
Well,
now?
Badmouth is all like fucking.
Oh, don't even fucking talk about that show. I don't even
Well,
want to talk
that's
about
not
that
cookie
show.
cutter.
It's just, it
And
looks like ass.
Bob's Burger has its own fucking art style. People have different noses and shit.
But I'm talking about the clones of Bob's Burgers. They have like 6 clones now.
Oh, they do.
Yeah,
just like what happened with Adventure Time.
Yeah, and just like what happened with like Steven Universe.
Steven Universe, yeah.
They have all the clones and shit.
Mm-hmm. And it's funny how like the clones have their own subset of fucking like this is what the show's gonna be, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like
like,
that, like
you
let's
already
say,
can tell like by the characters and how they look.
yeah,
Yeah.
because you're like,
Why-
oh, okay, this looks like Steven Universe. This is gonna be like a
Yeah.
We
pushy
literally
show.
have a group right here skating,
Yeah, just hanging out.
and then we have another group over here of just like
Girls
some-
hanging out. Yeah,
girls
I think it's
hanging
after their work too. I think Joanne's closed and they're just kind of hanging out in the parking lot.
That's cool,
bad.
man.
Or
Why don't
maybe
we
they
do
both
that?
closed. Maybe
We are doing that.
No, why don't we do that?
we're literally doing that.
No, like from our job. It was going on.
Because why would you hang out there?
Because who gives up at the same time?
Look how cool this spot is to hang out in, compared to yours.
The only over there is
Mm-hmm.
the 3 palm trees right there. That's it.
Yeah, and then also you guys do kind of do that when you leave when you close.
Well, yeah, we're all greasy and shit, you know. So who cares?
Yeah, I'm
So
just gonna
anyway,
go home. I'm
These
trying to get
guys
some
are like,
rest.
that girl's wearing leggings. These guys are in cool like matching shirts.
We'll get our own matching shirts soon. Let's make like a thrift shop haul and go get some shit and we just fuck with them. Get
Yeah.
some bleach. We
I'm trying to buy
bleach
some jean
the
shorts.
the
That
jean
Tim Hortons
logo.
shit?
Yeah, the Fool's logo. I mean,
I'm trying to. Hey, you know what? That
DIY
What are we
bullshit.
talking about?
that liquor store by Angel's house actually has some
American
good clothes.
cartoons.
I suppose.
What?
But yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah, American cartoons.
let's say like what's the Bill Burr show? Bill Burr show.
Oh,
F
F
is
for
for
family.
Let's say F is for Family is fucking designing the thing of like Adventure Time or let's fucking go like fucking
Ed, Ed,
Korra.
Eddie.
No, let's say Korra. Let's say like they're done like that way. You're not gonna think this show is gonna be fucking comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And-
I understand to a point of like, oh, let's make it look like Family Guy or Bob's Burgers because they're comedies and people understand it. But I also understand, do your own like thing of making it look actually palatable to people.
You don't think F is for family is palatable?
It looks okay compared to like
It just means like the overall design of
the
everything.
overall design.
Because
Like,
the
compared to
jokes,
fucking,
the jokes are different for sure. The jokes are
yeah,
different for sure.
100%. I've seen that. I haven't. I've seen bits and pieces because of Bill Burr, and it's
Yeah.
recommended. It's recommended on YouTube. But like compared to like, let's just talk like about the animation of Big Mouth. The animation on Big Mouth makes me want to fucking throw up. Like they all look like Sid from fucking Ice Age.
They
like,
do.
You don't need to do that.
Yeah,
like,
like
you
the
don't
red,
need to be so
the
fucking
red
over
eyes
the
and
top.
shit. The red eyelids. and
Yeah,
shit
I
like
like Sid from Ice Age. He's voiced by John Leguizamo.
Yeah, he also said that that they whitewashed Luigi.
that.
I saw that. I
The
was like,
Italian bummer,
You know-
Luigi.
bro, you know when I saw that, I was like, shut the fuck up, John Leguizamo. I love you, but you need to shut up.
Yeah. Like too bad it has an all white cast.
I'm like, bro,
The Spaniards, the
Kevin-
fucking Italians.
Keegan Michael Key, Kevin Michael Richardson, they're both on that fucking shit.
Oh yeah, you forgot about the black. Hey, that's
Two black
racist,
guys.
huh?
Yep.
That's
Well, I mean,
racist,
Toad's
though.
a fucking
Forget about
toad.
him.
He's not white.
Yeah, that's true too. He's like a mushroom.
You know who?
Bro,
You know what?
Toad's
They
supposed
should have definitely gotten an Asian voice actor at least for Toad though.
This is what Toad's supposed to sound like. All right. Why'd you? He's like, all right. And now he's gonna sound like this. Hey, what's up, motherfuckers?
That's not how he sounds.
He's gonna sound like
He
that.
sounds way more like fucking
Oh, yeah.
like you know
Yeah,
talking
you're
like
right.
Like if you need a dollar.
'Cause
enthusiastic. Yeah.
He was in Toy Story 4 and he played a stuffed animal and that's what.
Yeah,
That's
and,
what
and
he sounded like.
when he talks, he does it really fast. He does he stammers a bit too.
Yeah,
like
he
let me
does.
just talk about this a little bit.
Like he's so excited
Yeah.
that he's like messing up on his words a little bit.
yeah,
He's like,
you really think that we ain't gonna fucking
Maybe-
be sold as toys right now? Of course we're gonna get sold as toys.
Maybe
Come on,
Jordan
hey,
Peele was
listen to me, buddy. Yeah,
Maybe Jordan Peele was the other one and that's why he sounded deep because he could do it deep
Oh yeah. Yeah, he does that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he does that shit. But babe,
Come on,
Yeah.
babe.
They're
Your
really
sweater,
good,
though.
but I do see what you mean that they're gonna like Keegan up Toad.
Yeah,
Like,
and I don't
'cause
want that.
I was scared because I was scared because I saw the tweet or like a post or some shit that was basically like Chris Pratt's gonna do the "It's a me, Mario," and then like oh, that was weird. Anyway, and then continue the rest of the movie with just his voice, and I was like, oh my god, they are gonna do. And I think I called that out
Yeah,
too.
well,
I was like, they're gonna do that. They're like.
even worse than during the
He
game.
posted,
Then the game, and they go in the real world by chance.
Oh, don't say that.
Yeah,
Don't
and they
say
go
that.
they go in the real world by chance, and then that's how they get the real voice. They're like, what happened to your
Because
original voice?
it's so predictable. Because
Yeah.
you know Keegan Michael Key's gonna do a fucking the Toads the Princess in the Castle. He's gonna do like a party thing. Chris Pratt's gonna walk in on him having a party or some shit, and he's gonna be like, Mario, are you? What are you doing here? For the princess. I mean, I don't know why you're here, but she's not here. She's in another castle, you know.
What if the toads? There's like multiple toads, and then
Oh, he plays all of them.
He plays all of them, and they jump people.
You know what?
That'd be
They are
funny.
gonna do that because it's fucking it's Illumination. They're gonna make Toad into a fucking minion. I know it. I know for a fucking fact.
because
they're
he's
gonna
an
do
army
it.
builder.
Yeah.
He's an
So
army builder?
so
That's
he.
funny.
Oh, they probably are gonna do that. They're
What
gonna
about
get
Captain
fucking
Toad?
Toad.
They can
And what
bastardize
about
Toad.
Toadette?
No, they're gonna do Toadette with his voice too. I
I like
bet.
me some
100%.
This for the laughs.
Yeah, for the laughs.
When
In
you,
quotation
when you
marks?
use Toadette and you go in Double Dash and you go on DK's Mountain, you go shot out the rocket, you know, you get shot out of the rocket. She goes, wow! It's cute.
Fucking spin out and shit.
And in Super Mario Super
Super
Strikers,
My Hero.
Super My Hero Academia. Nah, in Super Mario Super Strikers.
Super My Hero and Super Strikers.
Or it's either that one or the basketball hoops 3-on-3. Oh, that one's amazing. But anyways, you picked Donkey Kong.
They need to do more strikers though.
They do.
They need to do strikers.
Those games
the,
are amazing,
The same
bro.
thing, with like different fucking sports too.
Well, they
Imagine a hockey one,
No,
they,
he on
they
the
made a
dude. They fucking like they have their own fucking like hockey. What's that shit called?
sticks.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I guess they were just sticks.
I'm
I'm a fool.
they made a Mario sports game with like 5 sports in one recently, but I don't remember.
Oh, like the Sonic thing.
That soccer
The
one for the
Olympic
GameCube.
Games?
Man.
The soccer, yeah, the soccer one's sick.
They have a dog. They have
There's a
Shepherd.
German Shepherd in there, yeah. Oh shit, she bought something big. She's hot. She bought 2 big things. That German Shepherd ain't even helping. Oh, he looks so fluffy, dog. That's a fluffy dog.
That's a
That boy
happy dog.
huge. Yeah. So yeah, I just think American fucking could do better on our animations. Even if we want to do comedy stuff, we gotta do better.
Because the only reason why
There's a lot of shows I don't watch because I'm like, ugh.
yeah, that's the only reason why I didn't watch F for Family High Key is because it looks so much like Paradise PD, and I despise that show. Like,
What makes a show decide to do their own art?
I guess like the mold, and I guess like the editors and stuff like that, like they have to be like cohesive.
Do you think like somebody like writes a show script or whatever, and they bring it up to like the higher ups, and they're all like, "That's cool, but can you make it look like Bob's Burgers?"
He's like,
What?
can you make the logo bigger?
Make
Matt-
it gigantic and bubbly.
Matt
Yeah.
Groening has like,
Like
the same
Family
style
Guy.
throughout his series, so that's pretty cool. Like he has. The
Oh,
Simpsons,
I guess she bought a
Futurama.
shit ton of shit. She's going back.
He has the Simpsons and Futurama, and then he made that Netflix
Oh,
show.
yeah. Yeah, but those look good. Futurama, that looks good. I
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
amazing, yeah. And then that new show he has, I never watched it, but it's like medieval times or whatever.
Oh yeah. The fuck, I forgot what it's called.
Enchanted or something.
Enchanted, yeah, that is.
That's it.
Mhm.
Whoa.
And I think they're having a new season up too.
It looks
Um,
cool. I'm not gonna watch.
I saw a
it,
few episodes. It's all right. It's just how you gonna make fucking something like fucking Futurama and Simpsons like again?
Yeah.
It's a different.
Like you make you make one ballpark hit fucking animation, bro, that's sick. You do 2? God damn, what's happening here? And I think he did something else too. And like, imagine just making hit after hit after hit. Matt Groening, man.
He has like an X in his signature that always threw me off. I used to pronounce his name Matt Goring or some shit like that.
Docs. But yeah, I've been watching a lot of shit recently. Like,
They should have wore the mask and then skated.
One was already, one was, he had a clown mask.
They all did actually
Okay,
for a
that's
while. I guess it just got hot. I would get fucking hot in a latex mask like that skating around.
Yeah, Nicole already wore it up and shit.
Yeah. So there's this really cool show that's on Netflix right now. You guys probably heard of it. It's Midnight Mass. I know it was a joke. Everyone's talking about Squid Game, but I want to talk a bit about Midnight Mass. I feel like Squid Game's kind of taking over a lot of shit right now.
It's kind of annoying me.
And it's very like, what's that thing called? The industry plants. It feels like kind of like an industry plant thing.
Yeah, cause
Kid Boo?
yeah, I get you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because they fucking it's like down your throat all at once in like a singular day. You don't know what the fuck a Squid Game is, and then boom, meme, fucking this and that, and like none of it is from like from the actual company, like to you, unless you're on Netflix and they just kind of show you it, like very fucking first front page shit that they do. But you're on fucking like Facebook, Instagram, you're on the social medias, and they just like have it on your face. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Midnight Mass. It's from the same people that made Hill House and Blind Manor. I didn't know that because I looked at it and it showed like a priest and stuff, and they're like talking. It looked boring. I was like, God damn, this looks boring. Then I heard it was from the creators. I'm like, all right, I'll give it a shot. They earned my trust.
Was it good?
And it's pretty damn good. It takes I'm not gonna say what kind of monster movie because it's pretty nice. They go heavy-handed in it too, so I'll probably just give like a little spoilers after, like about a few seconds. But it's a good monster story. It takes an idea and makes it original. It's about religion and how it's perceived through multiple lenses, and there's not really a main character in this story. So like there's you could pick and choose like who you actually like enjoy. There's like a bitch that is a magnet for hate. So like everybody like it makes you want to hate her. She's the person from not the actual actress or anything. But the character itself is the person from The Fog, or The Fog, where they're in the Mist.
Oh, The Mist?
Yeah, when they're in the grocery store. Mm-hmm. Remember? And then the religious fanatic lady?
Yeah, she open the door and shit?
It's basically her. So yeah. So it's really cool to have like people to root for and people to hate. And it ends pretty dope too. So Midnight Mass, I recommend it. I gave it like a probably a 7. I feel like a 6 would be kind of hurtful. But I am leaning toward like a low 7. I am leaning toward the 6.
Legolas?
Yeah, because like in comparison to the fucking Blind Manor and Hill House. It's probably like my 3rd favorite. So like, last place. But it's like an Olympic medal. You got bronze, but I mean you got your 3rd place out of everybody in the world. So
you did something.
You did something,
bro.
You know,
ain't much, but it's on his work.
Exactly. So fucking, I recommend it. But going into the spoilers now.
Oh,
it's basically a vampire story.
Oh,
really nice.
Yeah, so that shit's sick. It's basically like
vampires.
the priest dude. He was an old man, and he went on like a mission to fucking like some random holy land. Walk where Jesus walks. But this man had dementia and shit. And he's basically all alone there. So yeah, no. So basically, he's wandering around the desert, all alone. He's like, man, there's like a fucking desert storm or whatever happening. And he's like, I'm gonna go into this random cave, and then there's a fucking vampire in there that kills him. And he looks at him, and he's like, it's an angel. And it's a fucking like monster vampire, like Nosferatu ass motherfucker. And then he's like, he hears him say that he's an angel. And he's like,
He's not so
And
bad.
then, and brings him back to life with his blood and shit.
Yeah, he's like, he's not a bad guy after all,
And then when
man.
he comes back, he's all young and shit. And then he basically brings the vampire to town, and like the whole place takes place on this island. And they introduce you to the one character off the bat. He drunk drives and accidentally kills somebody, and he's in jail. And now the present day is him coming back. So he comes back to the island. The mom's all nice. She reminds me of my mom. She's like, "Oh, welcome back. I don't care what you've done. We love you." And then she's like, "Yeah." And then the dad's like, "Meh, meh, 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 meh." Like, I don't know how I feel about this. And it's like this whole dynamic that they play here. And you kind of think he's a main character because he's the first person they show, but then they keep showing more and more people to like and enjoy. Rami or Rami Abdul or Abdul. I'm gonna look up his name real quick, but I really enjoyed him in Blind Manor. He's a really cool character, and he was also in iZombie, and he's getting up there in the Middle Eastern actors. He's always kind of like the one that like shows up. Rahimi Abdul Rahim. No, wait. No, what the fuck?
Abdul Shalad.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Kareem Abdul Jafar. Rahul Kohli.
Mm-hmm.
This guy. He plays the sheriff, and it's really cool because it's the juxtaposition.
Mm-hmm.
He's a Muslim, and everybody else on the island's Christian. So you already see like what's gonna happen here.
Yeah.
And they don't really bring up like the actual like issue until like the very, very end. So you kind of just have it in the back of your head, and it's really cool because like you can see them trying to convert his son and shit. And he's like, "What the fuck? I don't try to do that to you guys. If you guys try to do that to me, like if I try to do like fucking hand out a Quran to you guys fucking hang me on a stick and shit."
Yeah. He's like, "Come on, bro, respect, bro."
Exactly, and they're just like in the most fucking Bible way. Like you know how they are. They always try to like redeem their own actions by saying verses from the Bibles and shit like that. That kind of is the same situation every single time, and with a smile on the face, knowing that they disrespected you, but you can't say anything because they're using their religion. That's like the whole thing.
I'm about to watch it. This one's
It's
dope.
pretty good. But yeah, so that one I was watching Squid Game. I see the hype. It's good, but I don't know. I just feel like it's kind of forced.
That's it, bro.
Promotion?
Yeah, the promotion was really.
I'm probably not gonna see it. I'm gonna
everywhere.
probably give it like a year before I see it.
Mm-hmm. I was watching Tokyo Revengers. It's a good anime. I enjoy it. The motherfucker cries every episode though. So if you guys don't like crying protagonists, like in My Hero or something, Tokyo Revengers is probably one to either endure or stay away from.
Depends on your patience.
I saw. I haven't seen the newest season of My Hero, right?
Mhm.
But I saw a trailer for the new movie coming out, and I was like, it caught my attention hardcore. I watched the whole thing, the trailer, and then all of a sudden like Midoriya is like using his lightning that comes out as like Spider-Man webs, and I was
Flash?
like, what the fuck is going on?
Wait, what? Spider webs?
Yeah, he grabbed his lightning, and he used it to latch onto a bridge and pull himself through like a spider.
The last season of The Flash?
And I was like, this is kind of cool.
Well, I was about to do the sword fight.
Oh,
I swear to
lightsaber
God,
fight.
if a writer on the CW Flash sees that, they're like, "Oh, we fucking did it, boys!"
We fucking
Well,
got
see,
him.
like it seems cool, but like, is that legit or is that just for the movie? You know? And I was like, I need to watch the show already.
Oh yeah, me too.
Oh, you got
I really stopped like at season 2, I think.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, I saw the last season. The last season was amazing.
Oh no, I think I stopped at 3 because I saw him carrying the girl in the back and everything. Then that final fight.
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
that was pretty cool. And then
Yeah.
the bad guys were amazing. Oh man, it was amazing.
No, there's a season after that. You haven't seen the season after that?
No, I haven't.
There's one after that. That's already up, I believe.
Yeah, it is. I haven't seen that one.
Oh,
I've
then
seen,
what do you mean?
I've seen season 3. That shit's
Okay.
good. Like when
I got lost for a second.
there's a lot of good moments in there. Like Sun Eater, that fool's dope. His fight.
Oh yeah.
The fight.
Fat boy. Yeah.
Yeah, fat boys fight. That
He's sick, dude.
He's fucking cool.
He's so cool.
He's like better
Choji.
No, that yeah, he's better Choji, and he's also Bob from Tekken.
Yeah, better Choji and Bob.
Yeah, he's
which
Bob.
is Bob himself is already a better Choji because he chooses to be fat and knows how to fight in that form.
Yeah. And he goes skinny. He thinks he's weaker.
Slim Bob is so cool.
Yeah.
Bob is just a cool character.
That scene-
Remember, I mained him.
Yeah. He's pretty fast too, bro.
He's fucking dope.
That scene on the highway with Shigaraki and the fucking I forgot his name. Overhaul.
Oh, overall, yeah.
That shit was amazing.
Yeah. The main
Talk
villain?
about
Yeah.
talk about feeling fucking
Useless?
yeah, and he wasn't useless. He's a good bad guy, but at that moment on the highway, talk about feeling
Oh,
like
that
you
highway
have
shit,
no
yeah.
way,
No controls.
no way to fucking do anything to help your situation. Like it feels terrible.
I mean, that's what you get for talking shit to other villains.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like if you think you're top dog, you better mean it. Like you better fucking show that you know what to do in any circumstances.
Yeah,
Like the Joker, this motherfucker is gonna die for his belief of chaos. Like this guy will tell fucking Batman to his face, fucking just shit about his mom, dad, every single the Robin he's killed. Like
Just so he can laugh in his face.
just so he can laugh.
The storytelling was on point, and then it was cool that Endeavor's teaming up with Hawks at the end. And
Number
when
one
he,
hero.
when they defeated the Nomu, and he was like plus ultra or some shit. I was like, I was so hyped. And I was
those
excited.
last episodes of this. Oh
Yeah,
man,
I was excited for more, and then it was the end of the season. I was like, no.
They're so hyped. The second they start preparing to break down into the area, like you feel like
How everyone's
the
morale
energy
is
and
going
everything.
down
Yeah.
and shit. Everyone's like, damn. But then there's that one kid that's actually an Endeavor fan. Damn, that shit's cool, man. It's cool.
Star Wars Visions came out. I only watched a few episodes, but they're pretty dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, I watched. I started One Piece.
No way. What episode are you on? I'm on 52.
I don't want to talk to you.
Who?
Gallo.
Because I already talked to Angel about it. I'm like, I don't. One Piece, man. I don't know, man.
That shit's good, bro.
But do I really have to endure through it, man? If I don't enjoy
It's
it,
not even... Dude, you don't have to endure shit. It's good. It's literally good from the bat.
I mean,
Maybe, I don't know, because...
that's just a matter of opinion, man.
I don't know, because I'm a JoJo fan, right? And
Okay.
a lot of JoJo fans say that part 1 is skippable. You don't have to watch it. Or
Fuck
part 1
that.
and 2. I'm like, hell no. Part 1 is amazing.
Part 1's amazing.
And part 2 is even better.
2's
It's
good.
probably my favorite part,
Yeah.
if I'm being honest.
Joseph? Hell yeah, dude.
He's fucking cool, dude.
He's my favorite.
Like, I got hooked.
And then I got my spoiler. And
I got hooked
like
into
through a
Home.
meme because motherfuckers love to meme that shit. I got
Yeah,
a
they do.
spoiler about Joe.
It's literally like it's a JoJo reference.
Why you
But anyway,
crying?
like, bro, like I was hooked onto Hamon. You know that shit's cool.
I was
Almost
like-
dope, and then
I was like, were you hooked on?
It's literally fucking superpowers that they just throw away.
Yeah, they literally threw that shit away, and I was like, what?
Like I get how stands are cool, but isn't it cool to have multiple powers?
yeah, right.
One that humans can
Because that was the thing
use.
about part 2, right? Because in part 1,
Joseph was like the best one, and this motherfucker was like, "Oh, I have a stand now."
it's not even like a
So-
fucking body. It's like just
It's literally
lines.
just vines.
And he could use them as spider webs too. And then Josuke can use Star Platinum. Star Platinum flies down, grabs a ledge, and he can pull himself like Spider-Man too. Damn, all these people with spider web powers is crazy.
Well, I mean, fucking Capcom made that fighting game. It was like one of their most popular ones way
Which
back
one?
in the beginning. JoJo. Was
Oh
their
yeah,
adventure.
they did. Yeah.
And it really spawned a whole fighting game craze.
That's crazy.
I just wanted to mention that because I was deep diving into Marvel vs. Capcom shit. And they
Yeah.
still kind of make references from time to time in their shit because Capcom was the first one, but now it's owned by Bandai Namco, I think.
My point though on Joe with the bad guys was that Dio was just a vampire, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was tight. He has some crazy powers too. He can like turn your blood to ice and shit and just chop your arms off.
It's sick.
He had laser beams.
They literally made him OP.
Yeah, they made him OP.
They're like, I love JoJo because it's a soap opera anime. Like it's literally like fucking it's your fucking evil
So
sister. Like
dramatic and
yeah,
shit.
it's dramatic. Like
It was I, Dio.
exactly like they fucking accentuate the fact that like if there's any like anime, it's fucking JoJo. Like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is like epitome of fucking dramatic
the
anime.
pinnacle event. I mean, not the pinnacle, but like the.
It's like the over cliche. Like,
yeah. Like if you think of like a stereotype for anime, like the
JoJo's
whole, like,
reference.
Yeah, like the Speed Racer shit, like like that's basically what JoJo does. Like fucking,
oh my god,
JoJo,
holy
like,
shit.
Yeah, fucking. Oh, he froze his arms and now he can't fucking ball.
Speedwagon.
Yeah, Speedwagon. I love Speedwagon.
He's cool. What's it called? Oh yeah, but Dio is a vampire, right? And then so his weakness was sunlight, and you know they had sunlight karate and shit. But for the most part, he couldn't be outside, right? And Hamon was able to kill him theoretically, right?
Theoretically.
But in part 2, once Dio's dead, and then you got this one of the old Hamon users from back in the day. What's his name?
I forgot his name. Fucking
Strazo. Yeah, Strazo. So this fool ends up, he gets his hands on the mask, becomes a vampire, and he wants to be evil now because he hates being old.
I didn't know you were going to skip all the way to that part.
Well, that's the beginning of part 2. And it's like, damn, he's the new bad guy. And not only is he a vampire, but he also has Hamon too. So it's like, dang, he's going to be lethal.
Double the fucking thing, yeah.
But then Joseph's like, machine gun, bitch. Nah, that didn't do anything.
Yeah,
he was
that
like,
didn't do anything.
grenade, bitch. Funny. And it still didn't do anything. And he was like, run like hell.
And then the kid's like, what? Yeah. No, you don't mean it.
Smokey?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
That shit's really good. I love it because they add these characters like literally just to accentuate facts of like shit that's going on.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They do.
So like, yeah, that wasn't his only weakness. You know what was another weakness?
Who? Strazo?
Yeah.
Or Dio?
Anybody in the JoJo universe.
What?
This other ad.
Huh.
Hey, maybe there was an ad, maybe there wasn't. What's it to you? What's it to you?
I'm walking here.
Hey, I'm talking to you. Hey, we talking to you. If we were Italian, I would have made that racist. The podcast name.
That's whitewashed.
I'm Italian.
Yeah, but like we as a collective. So, are we still talking about JoJo?
Nah.
So we got news today. Today is the Tuesday.
Smash Bros?
We got Smash Bros news. They showed us who the new character is, and you goddamn already know it because this episode's gonna be uploaded like 2 days after. But fucking Sora, dude.
And like, who isn't a Smash Bros fan, really?
Dude, it's literally like it's making me stammer. How good Smash Bros Ultimate is. Like, they already did 83 fucking characters of the main roster, and then they add more. and Ryu, Ken, fucking King of Fighters, dog.
Harry Bogart.
Harry Bogart.
Kazuya.
How
Joker from fucking Persona. One of my one of my favorite franchises.
Are you okay?
And now Sora, literally like my fucking breakthrough game where I was like, I guess I'm a gamer now.
This is it.
I remember fucking vividly. I was at this orchestra thing because I used to play violin back in elementary school, and then there was like talk about this orchestra thing, and I showed up, and apparently I wasn't actually in it, and then or something happened. Either way, I was just like, I'm out of here, and then fucking I go into the car and to get picked up, and then as I get in the car, they have like a Kingdom Hearts 2, one of those game fact books, of how, like the tips and tricks and all that jazz and the artworks. And I was like, wow, this is really cool. Do we have the game? And they're like, nah. I was like, oh, damn, that sucks. I would have liked the game.
Did not get the book.
And then they were joking around. They got the game too. So then I was just fucking like, holy shit, Disney characters and fucking like edgy ass fucking Kingdom Hearts shit, like fucking Final Fantasy shit. It is dope. So yeah, it was like one of the games that got me into games. That Dragon Ball fucking Budokai.
Oh,
Def
Booty,
Jam,
Booty, I think, yeah,
Halo.
EC3.
Smash Bros and all that jazz, and that too is Smash Bros 64. So like it's like it's the culmination, man. It's so cool seeing all these characters.
It's all coming together, man.
Bro, Sora though. Did you guys see how he fights?
Nah, I didn't see how
You guys want to do a
I
live?
haven't seen anything.
Yeah, I didn't see how he fought.
You guys want to do
I
like
was watching the trailer and,
Yeah.
and I couldn't finish it.
Why not?
I was about to work out.
You guys want to do like a live reaction to it?
A live reaction.
A live
With
reaction.
no video.
Yeah, with no video.
Hey man, look at me rocking out. I'm on the radio.
Should that have been our shit? Our intro?
Yeah.
With no music, just that?
Hey man, look at me rocking out. I'm on the video.
We're not on the video.
With Danny and
Lisa, take me away from
the strangest places. Sweet Danny and Lisa.
Oh shit.
It's so cinematic. I like how she's always like bewildered.
Well, there's a reason for that
Squid thing?
apparently.
What? There is? What? She's on the spectrum?
They're all the amiibos, so she's stuck like looking like that.
But even in one of the other trailers, she was like,
Yeah, yeah, the original one, which this is alluding to because this is the last one.
oh, full circle.
Full circle. For Circo.
For circle. Full circle.
I don't get a lot of the imagery of this trailer.
I know, it's like, why does he pick up the fire and then throw it?
Like, alright, so like it starts off like with the Smash thing from the original that she's staring at, and then Mario comes to life because of it, I guess, and picks it up and throws it. Because
Gotta
apparently
play the
he knows
game.
apparently he knows what it is.
You gotta play the game, Colin.
He's like, we need you, fool. We
Ooh,
need you.
look how real his hair looks.
Bro, that's another thing. Smash just looks good.
Yeah, it does.
Like they fucking just HD'd fight every single fucking person.
Oh, he summoned Sora. You just summoned your mom.
So nostalgic. The fucking,
That is right there?
the
Was he flying
sounds
like
and the
Peter
music
Pan?
and everything. Oh yeah, he's flying like Peter Pan.
I would assume he's flying like Peter Pan.
Mm-hmm. Wait, why is it showing that?
That's
The hell?
it?
That's not the end of it.
They're all like, we've been waiting for you.
Mm-hmm. For real though, Sora is finally here.
Aw. Is he gonna have Goofy come on and be like, what's up,
Nah, his fucking playstyle, like
boy?
he's so fucking perfect to be in Smash. How floaty he is and everything, and
For
like
real?
what he does and shit.
For real? For real?
Kind of pisses me off that this isn't the one that we saw.
And now we have to watch that part?
Nah,
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
just
yeah.
gonna go straight to the
Gameplay?
gameplay.
Cool.
All right. Oh, the sounds. Boy.
Oh, even the sounds? That's what's up.
All of them. Oh, bro,
that's
this
sick.
boy got lightning and shit. This boy, look how he falls down. He falls down like in the game.
Is anyone saying, oh, another sword
He's
character?
doing the lock-on thing. If they are, I'm.
That's a blunt object.
That's a blunt
Dude.
object.
You get hit by that shit, you're not getting
ca-
sliced in half.
Isn't it called a key sword or a keyblade?
Keyblade, boy? Keysword.
I never played Kingdom Hearts before.
You gotta get on it. Yeah, that's his final smash.
That's cool.
Hmm?
Huh.
They got shadows around him.
Trying to make Sephiroth look good.
That's what happens when you beat people.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know about the game, but then Kingdom Hearts, that's what
Oh, he was
happens.
showing the sunset with Girl Villager. That's tight.
Look.
Pink one.
They got fucking old timey Sora because of old timey DDD.
That's cool.
It's really cool what they're doing, man. Look at that! Oh, boy, flying!
They're helping you.
What a welcome addition.
It's like they know. It's like, damn. It's like when Spider-Man finally came to the MCU, huh?
Basically, oh my god, it's like the same thing. Fucking.
He's like, I'll help your world now.
What'd he say? Hey there. What was his first thing that he said? Spider-Man in Civil War.
Hello, everybody.
Oh yeah, hey everyone. Hey everyone.
Groundbreaking.
It really was at the time.
What, Spider-Man?
Coming into the MCU like that, going, hey everyone.
Yeah,
It was
it was
groundbreaking.
time.
Everyone was like, what the fuck?
Shit, Spider-Man. Dude, Civil War is amazing. It's
I don't know, man. I think Hulk 2003 is better.
Really sucked.
Why are you laughing? But yeah, that's not the only announcement we got. HBO also announced their House of the Dragon. You guys aren't exactly Game of Thrones fans, so
No.
I can't exactly geek out.
Sorry,
But also, I'm not that much of a fan of prequels. A lot of the stuff I watch, like, I like being one and done. Like, I watched the movie, don't really have to revisit it. Unless I forget the movie, then there's something to revisit, you know? But I know how this ends. Like, you know?
Yeah, I
Like,
get you.
it's not like fucking Star Wars, where if you watch 3, 4, 5, like back when they came out, and then 1, 2, 3 come out, and you're like, I don't know how it ends. Like, there's a story there, you know?
You're like,
Yeah.
damn, I wonder how he became that though. That's crazy.
I feel you because when I finished Breaking Bad, and then they had Better Call Saul, I was like, I don't care. And then they
Yeah.
came out with Gran Torino, I was like, that's amazing. I watched that shit.
Well, the thing, Better Call Saul is also alluding to something. It's literally alluding to what happens after. It starts off with Saul after the fact of Breaking Bad.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, and then it shows it's basically like, this is where he is, and this is how he got there. And
Bob
and then
Odenkirk.
it shows, yeah. and then
He
it
has like
shows-
a cool ass name. Like his first name is Bob, and he goes by Bob, and his last name is Dope Odenkirk. It just flows.
Yeah, it's really cool. And we had a scare with him recently. He went to the hospital. He collapsed while filming Better Call Saul, and everyone was fucking worried, like, immediately, because I was worried too. I was like, what the fuck? No, don't tell me this. And
No.
he seemed fine. I forgot what happened though. I think he had a heart attack.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, I hope nothing happens again. But we will move on. Here we go. There's this YouTuber I follow that is part of like David's group of vloggers and shit. His name's like Scotty
Who's
Sire.
David?
Dobrik?
David Dobrik.
Oh. You still watch that guy?
I still watch that guy. He himself didn't do the bad things, and also he demonized the other guy. But still,
Did you give him flack for like not
episode
apologizing?
1 of the Fools podcast. Yeah, I gave him some flack. I mean, this boy was there, you know. But also you gotta think about like what was happening at the time. This guy is young. He just wants content real quick and gets out. And then literally all he heard was like, "Oh, I'm gonna try to get girls in his orgy." And he shows up and he's like, "All right, I got the footage. I'm gonna get out of here." You know?
Mhm.
Just make some funny shit real quick, and then shit comes out and he's like, "Ah, fuck." And the problem was, this man didn't say anything. That was the problem. This man was like quiet throughout like the whole thing, trying to be like, if I don't say anything about it, maybe it'll go away. You're a fucking idiot if you think that. I hope he knows better. I hope if anything like that comes to light again, he fucking like faces it front on. But
Head on?
head on.
Head on. Apply
Headstrong,
directions and
I'll take you on. Headstrong.
Take on anyone. I know that you were wrong, cause this is not where you belong.
So, anyway, there's a part of the vlog squad. It was Scotty Sire, and I guess the YouTube algorithm was just like, oh, here, this has his name in there, and it was basically like a video of like these people trying to react to his music. I guess not really react, but like break it down and do
Yeah,
one
it
of
was on
those
his
like
thing?
no.
It was on his channel?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Random YouTubers that I don't even want to promote because this shit was like the stupidest like 5 minutes I spent in my entire life. They went with one of his worst songs, first of all. So it's a song that a lot of his songs are like, oh, I'm depressed, but I don't want to be like in your face about it, but I do want to be in your face about it, you know? Like I want to make these jokes about it because this is how I cope with it and like things like that, you know?
Yeah.
So he does them, and they go with one of his comedy versions of the song where he like does like a voice in the beginning. He's pretending to be like a 13-year-old girl who watches David Dobrik. He's like, David doesn't buy me David Dobrik merch. I mean, mommy doesn't buy me David Dobrik merch. And then it keeps going or whatever. But like, mind you, this is like the first 10 seconds or whatever. They've already spent like 3 minutes like making fun of it, and it's like, you guys are making fun of this guy doing a parody voice of a 13-year-old girl. And then they're like writing down like key details, and I'm putting these in quotations of how to write a song like him. So you could tell they're going into this with hate. You could tell like they're immediately just like wanting to make jokes about the lowest hanging fruit that they possibly can, and all this shit. And then after that verse, it goes into like a chorus of him singing like different antidepressants that he's taken, and that they didn't work and blah blah blah. And then they're like, oh, okay, let's fucking make like the worst hook, blah blah, and this and that. And I'm like, all right, I'm done here.
Is it start making their own song and shit?
Yeah, because that's what they're doing. Yeah, I guess they're trying to make their own song that's like a Scotty Sire song. And I was like, this shit is 30 minutes.
It's Scotty Sire type beat.
Basically, yeah. So this shit's like 39 minutes. Apparently they do 2 songs. So I don't know what the second one is, but they chose one of his worst ones. So obviously it's gonna be a bad song when they make it, especially if they're demonizing him already. If they did it from a point of view of fucking like neither here nor there type shit, because like some people do that. They do like, oh, how to make this type beat, you know, and they make like a 10-minute video on it. And like if they do say anything, it's kind of like, yeah, so you just do like an easy lo-fi beat, blah blah blah. It's nothing really groundbreaking, blah blah. Oh, they do this, blah, blah. Like they don't really make fun of the person like all the way. These people are fucking terrible. And so I don't know. I was watching it. I was like, man, I want to talk about this because fuck these people. And if you don't have anything nice to say, you know.
Don't say it at all, man.
Don't say it at all, man.
And then I was going to YouTube comments to like
To voice your opinion?
No, just to look at their other people's opinions. It was all kind of the same of all of them being like,
this is ass.
yeah, this song's ass, blah blah blah, and things like that. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm not gonna defend the song. So I like it. It's a good like guilty pleasure of mine to listen to it and be like this is funny, you know. And a lot of his music's come off more of parodies. As I saw in the comments, a lot of people were saying they come off more of parodies because that's kind of how he is. But if you go into like a song like "Breakfast in the Park," a song that he did after a breakup that he had, and you could tell like a lot of it came from his heart. Like this is a song that actually has meaning for him. And it's a nice song. It's my favorite song of his. And then he starts doing shit again, like fucking Men Are Trash, and it's like, okay. I don't know why you like that cat like a heart thing. He gonna be in the bush. Look out for that cat there. It is like a heart on his side. No. But it's like, you know how to make good music. I don't know why you decide not to sometimes.
I don't know your thought process, man.
See? You see a cat with a heart?
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Kitty with a heart. He's like a cow. No, he's walking faster now.
He's like that.
He's going fucking song.
Why are you looking at my heart, man?
I guess you could say he wears his heart on his sleeve.
It's on his chest, or like the side of his rib cage, actually. But yeah, that's all I had to talk about that. It's just, they were putting his voice or his name to get like clickbait shit, and it fucking worked because it got me for like 5 minutes.
Fucking dicks.
Well, because I was like, well, I want to see a deep dive on one of his music videos, and they chose that one. So.
I see where this is going.
I don't see your vision. I also saw on one of your Cosmonaut videos that you were talking about. The Cosmonaut?
Variety Hour?
Yeah. It was Venom, and like it sucks and stuff.
The
first
one or the second?
The first one.
I saw that video before I went to go watch the movie because I needed like a recap.
Yeah.
And it was pretty cool.
No, he did too. This one's a recent one. This one's
yeah,
more of a deep dive.
That's the one I watched.
Oh, really?
One. Yeah.
You didn't watch the first one?
No, I did watch I watched the first video and the first movie. But Friday I went to go watch the movie, and before I did,
Oh, you saw the new one?
The new movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I already made my review for it too.
I guess we'll get to that right when I finish talking about the first one.
Oh, you watched the first one?
No, I watched the first one a long time ago. So I made a bet on it.
You made a bet?
Yeah, so it was coming out, right? And this was 2018, I believe, right?
Yes.
Because I was at my previous job, and there was this guy there, and he was like, he shits on the Sam Raimi movies or whatever. And I was like, I bet you, like $20 or whatever, or like a meal or some shit, because this boy was chunky. So I was like, I bet you that this movie will not make more money than Spider-Man 3. And he's like, oh, you're on.
Damn, that fool.
But me fully knowing Spider-Man 3 was one of the top box office fucking movies. Like, people can say whatever they want about it. It's literally still a top movie. And I know for a fact Venom wasn't going to make more than it. So when it came out, everything happened. I took both of their box office weekends, and I inflated them. I did the inflation shit, and I was like, look. He's like,
Did you win?
No. Spider-Man 3 did better.
Oh, sick.
Yep. If you guys didn't know that, a little tidbit: Spider-Man 3 did better than Venom did.
I love Spider-Man 3.
So, fucking Venom 2 did better in pandemic. I love how they do that. They try to find like ways. It's like a resume when you're trying to like
find ways to sneak it in.
This movie did good during a pandemic.
Yeah, it's the top pandemic movie basically is what they said. Like the highest grossing pandemic movie.
In the first weekend it came out, it made 90 million or 90 billion or something like that.
Bro,
billion?
These numbers are just numbers, you know. These numbers are literally just numbers. Yeah, it's like fucking Mr. Evil is just saying shit.
Yeah, because I think they didn't make 130 million or 130 billion to break even. Shit like that.
When I do when I call out for, because we have these pans, right? And you have to call for a pan pickup. So back in the day, well, throughout the years, I started saying, "Can I get a?" You're supposed to yell out, "Can I get a pan pickup?" But sometimes I switch it up and I say, "Can I get a planned pickup?" And they go, "Planned pickup? What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Planned pickup." Yeah. And then but now during the pandemic, I say, "Can I get a pandemic pickup?" I fancy myself a comedian.
I wish I could see that. So, the video the Cosmonaut made was really like, just watch this movie as if it's a comedy, and it's a great fucking movie. And I watched, and I was like, I was looking at the points that he was making and shit, and I was like looking at it, I was like, man, this boy, like, he knows he's on to something.
Yeah, you know the part that bugs me about what he said in the first one? He was like, why does Elon Musk guy have drones?
That part bothered me too.
I was like, bro, why wouldn't he? Dude, I know,
Yeah.
there's skaters that have drones. Why wouldn't they have attack
Exactly.
drones?
Also, fucking what movie doesn't have drones nowadays? Like, it's such an easy out for writers, you know?
Like, you know he's a bad guy. Why are you shitting on him for being a bad guy?
Like, I also get the point that he was making too, though, that the drones would fucking obviously cause a disturbance out in the public with all these explosions and shit, and no one really cared. It wasn't even on the news, really. Like, there's just like a monster and fucking eating people, and then drones fucking blowing up and a bunch of cars getting flipped over, and people are like, this is San Francisco.
San Francisco.
We paid $3,000 for these, like, fucking one bedroom.
Living shit.
Not even a bedroom, like
Human
a studio
feces
apartment.
all over the floor.
I like how he said too, though, that his apartment, it was looked like it was actually expensive apartment because of San Francisco and shit. But yeah, so, and then everybody's bad at their jobs.
Oh yeah.
And then he also brought up a point that the creature that they had killing all these people just dies. They let it just die. And then there was this random B plot story of a random symbiote that is somewhere else across the world, trying to make its way to this rocket to get back into space. And they could have literally just had the symbiote that they killed off, that's already had like a fucking craving for killing things because they've been making it kill things, be the person instead.
I'm a mafioso turned into a symbioso. Venom, adrenaline, momentum.
Symbiote.
Gotta go get him. That's Jenny Slate, bro. Jenny Slate.
She was in a lot of movies that year
Dude,
too.
that part.
Zootopia and shit.
That part where he put in the sister from Parks and Rec, and so she's like,
oh yeah.
I don't want to be here anymore, so I quit.
Money, please.
Money, please. I said money, please.
Don't be suspicious.
Because of that?
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Because of that, I went and, after that video, I watched a 10-minute video of her best scenes in Parks and Rec. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah. She's cool. She's cool. She's a cool
cool.
comedian too.
It's just it's just a shame her thought process sometimes.
Why? What happened? What happened? Let me know.
You know, she voiced an African American character that's half Jewish, and she told herself, well, you know, I'm Jewish, so I can play this character. But then all of a sudden, she's like, I was wrong in my thinking, and this is at the end of the day, this is an African American character, and she needs to be voiced by an African American person.
She was wanting to apologizing as voice acting.
I'm like, bro, you voice a fucking pony head. You want a pony? Are you taking away jobs from pony heads or what? Come on.
Come on now, I'm just talking here.
Let voice act, like, I get diversity. I get it. But also, at the same time, if people are doing good voices, let them do good voices.
Yeah.
If you can do a good half black, half Jewish voice, I feel like you should get it.
Well, I mean, it's because you have an iconic voice, too. If you have an iconic voice...
That's also true, too. Like,
yeah, like, if you can do a voice, and these people want this voice for that character, then that's what it is.
Yeah.
You know? You think Steve Blum looks like all the characters that he fucking plays? Like... Boy can't look like Wolverine and Orochimaru at the same time. You can't do that. Like, it's literally not casting.
His Orochimaru is so good, I never even knew his Orochimaru.
Yeah, because he played fucking like so many people on that show. Zabuza, Orochimaru, like fucking a bunch of random
side characters, fillers and shit.
Yeah. And you won't even notice.
Nah, I noticed.
Yeah, you notice, but also
like he plays Zeb Borealis in Rebels, and you know, he has like a little Australian to it. Mm-hmm. But then every other stormtrooper is him, and I'm like, what?
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 But yeah.
So I watched Venom 2.
Venom 2.
Let there be carnage.
Let there be more Venom.
Have you guys seen it?
No.
Okay, well, my review isn't really spoiler heavy.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll just say, man. Well, there's something.
He dies. No. Like.
Well, do you guys want to know the ending and shit?
Nah, just give us the non-spoiler.
Damn, because I had to tell you guys something. Man. So,
how do you feel?
Because
how do you feel about it?
Don't spoil
it. Don't spoil it. Right? Mm-hmm. Check it out.
I like this little moon thing you got inside your head.
Yeah, press it myself.
We should do 4 ones.
That'd be cool.
So for the first movie, Eminem did the soundtrack or something. He did a Venom song.
Yeah, he did one for this one too.
And I trashed it, right? But now it's kind of a guilty pleasure. I like listening to it.
Really?
Unironically.
No, I don't.
Because I haven't sings it too much, so now it's in
Venom,
my head.
adrenaline moment.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Venom.
it's one of those things. You know how like Scars on Broadway songs, you repeat it enough, you're gonna know the lyrics and shit. Fucking Baby from Justin Bieber, you repeat it enough, you're gonna know what it is. Like, it's one of those.
I can just know what it is.
Yeah, well, the first one it had its funny moments, right? So, and that's what a lot of people liked. So they definitely went in with a comedy aspect on this one.
It's a comedy one.
basically the first whole entire half of the movie is just like jokes. It's kind of like a.
And this one's not rated R, right?
Nah, it's not. It's a Guardians of the Galaxy 2 type deal.
I don't get it. I don't get companies.
Why? Because Deadpool like knocked it out of the park and shit.
Not even just that too. Like, yeah, Deadpool is basically like, you guys can make rated R movies, and then everyone's like, wow, you can make rated R movies now.
Yeah, like Logan.
And then they're like,
Sony's like, nah, we're good. We want that PG-13 money.
so fucking stupid.
Yeah, and the plot was all over the place, man. But I mean, who didn't expect that? But it would have been better if there was less jokes. Then it would have been like real, like.
What if it was rated R and there was just more blood?
Oh yeah, it'd be amazing. But you do get to see Carnage tongue kiss a guy, so that's cool. Because basically, Woody Harrelson.
That was a major spoiler, dog.
Nah, it's not.
It's a spoiler out the ass, man.
Because
I was wondering the entire time. I wonder if Woody Harrelson's gonna get some.
he has a wife. He has a wife. Oh no, he doesn't have a wife yet. But he wants to marry this chick. Right? And it's like, thank God they took that curly-headed wig off of him. He has normal hair now. But it's like, I want Woody Harrelson to play Cletus Cassidy as like a crazy serial killer, but instead he plays him as like a flamboyant gay serial killer. And I'm like, that's cool. That's not what I wanted, but so, and his character's not even gay. He just plays him like that. Like, he has a girlfriend, and yeah, he makes out with a police guy, and then symbiotes are able to like do whatever the fuck they want. Like, they have photographic memory, so they remember everything. And Carnage hacks a computer, a normal computer at a gas station. He hacks into it.
Well, hold on, because like the only way symbiotes can do that shit, but they have to be in the host body of someone who can do it.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, that's why Venom can web swing. Because
Spider-Man. Right?
Yeah, because Spider-Man. Yeah.
That's why like the memory thing. I was cool with it. I didn't mind. But
I'm actually surprised Venom can't do more in the comics.
Yeah.
Like because motherfucker's been on everybody.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But like when Carnage hacked the computer, I was like, what the fuck? I could understand if it was a fucking.
Why is it even gonna be a hacker, fool?
Yeah. I was like, if it was a military-based computer, then I'd be like, or a government, I'd be like, okay. But it was just a random gas station computer.
That's funny.
I was like, you did that? That's okay. But yeah, I wish he was more like not dumb, you know?
Like
But Carnage was
I
dope.
wish the writers were, competent.
But Carnage was awesome, dude. I loved Carnage.
It's really hard to fuck up Carnage.
The actual symbiote Carnage
cool.
was tight as fuck.
Yeah, that's all you really need.
Same thing with Venom. I love Venom. It's just Eddie Brock is kind of.
Yeah, I don't like Tom Hardy.
I don't like Tom Hardy either. Which is, I found out he does the voice for Venom, but for some reason I can't understand a word he's saying when he's Tom Hardy, and when he's Venom I can.
Because he's doing like a weird American accent.
And then he like stutters because he's like freaking. I don't know.
He gave Eddie Brock like this nerdy aspect thing.
And he's like, he's supposed to be a jock that takes pictures.
Like some moments I like him, Eddie Brock, but in other moments I like him.
They made me like, I don't even hate it. They made him like really stupid, but he's pretty dumb.
There's one thing that's like, I'm like, what the fuck is his motive? Like, he has because of Venom. He has like a lot of shit set up for him, like good. Even Venom tells him like, bro, I got you your job, I got you this, blah blah blah. I'm like, what does Eddie Brock want? And I'm like, he has a strong sense of justice. I would like to know why he has that strong sense of justice. And they kind of hint at it later on with Cletus. When he's talking to Cletus makes some remark about it. And it's trippy because it's like Eddie Brock's kind of just like this character that's already like super in control of himself. Like, he says something about his parents, right, Cletus? And he doesn't react. He doesn't react to it. Venom reacts to it, and fucking he reacts to it. It's just like, bro, how come Eddie Brock is just like this? No matter what's going down, he's like, I'm in control. It's just like, what's the point of that,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is weird because if he's in control, then Venom shouldn't be spazzing out too.
Yeah, but he does.
Yeah.
He does, yeah. And then the love interest, I forgot her name, but she's funny. And that's kind of what they kind of just reduced her character to, a damsel in distress, and she's a funny character. But it worked. I don't care. And then I remember the husband's name, Dan. He was funny too. And Venom Venom is funny. And pretty much one of my favorite scenes is like this rape scene. You'll see it. It's funny. And then,
What would you give it?
let's see.
You wrote down a number? You don't?
Yeah, I did.
You can't just think about it on the top of your head.
Wait, no, it's in my notes.
Yeah, someone else.
I forgot it.
I don't want to say I gave it like a 6 when I actually gave it a 5.
So like Carnage is,
I feel like you gave it a 6.
he's great.
That's why
His
I
goals are
figured it.
clear. Carnage's goals are clear, and it's awesome. Angel, you'll get a kick out of it.
Mhm.
He has badass fight scenes and really cool spots and shit, like powers that he uses and shit.
Yeah.
And I can't even talk about that last part, but it's cool. And then yeah, I gave it a 6 out of 10. How'd you know, Gala? Damn.
It seems like a 6 out of 10 movie.
Yeah.
It seems like a movie you put it in the background and try to pay attention at times, but your main goal isn't the movie.
Yeah, definitely. I'll say this: I saw it with a friend and his family, right? And
I'll see it in the theater. I'll watch it in the theater.
yeah, everyone when a joke was told, everyone in the theater laughed at it. You know,
Mhm,
it's kind of like that collective consciousness going on. Everyone laughs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but my friend fell asleep. His family, they were laughing at pretty much maybe like 1 or 2 jokes, and I laughed at every other joke. But as for the rest of the theater, they were laughing at every single joke. And I was like, interesting.
I'll have a few drinks when I'm there too. Make it interesting.
Hell yeah.
I had a big thing of popcorn.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That too.
It's crazy because that shit's like you don't even like really want popcorn at times, and you tell yourself like, "Hey, bro, stop eating that popcorn," and then you're like, still eating it.
And then halfway through the movie, you gotta take a shit.
But I want to go to one of those fucking. I want to go to Regency and watch a movie, dog.
I need to take a piss because I drink like a shit ton of fucking lemonade and shit, but.
Who, you?
I mean,
Yeah,
shit.
but
Or during a movie.
during the movie sometimes. Remember we saw Alien with like everybody. Remember? We all went to
Who's
see
your
it.
brother?
No, it was with Fabian. You.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
And then we like midway through.
I don't know why.
Right before the decapitation scene, I was like, man, I gotta pee. So I leave and go pee and come back. I'm like, did I miss anything? And then you guys are like, yeah, the whole action scene. I'm like, fuck.
I saw like a little inside trailer on Halloween Kills, and it kind of disappointed me because now apparently they're bringing back old characters and the whole town's gonna try and kill Michael. I'm like, what the fuck?
Have you noticed that the commercials and all this shit are like an hour long now?
Nah.
I went to go see Shang-Chi. It starts at 6:40 or whatever. Yeah, it said like 6:40. I'm sitting down until 7:20 and the movie starts.
Good deal.
Almost an entire hour
Wow.
of me like
Trailers?
of trailers. I finished my Jack and Coke. I'm
You had
just
Jack
sitting
and
there.
Coke at the movie theaters?
Oh yeah, I had Jack and Coke at the movie theater.
How'd you do
AMC.
that? They sell it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit's too expensive though.
That's cool.
I should have brought my own.
How much was it?
I should have like $30 for 2.
God.
Yeah, that's right. You dropped that
I mean,
jaw, dog. That shit makes no
I mean,
damn
wow.
sense.
How big was the cups?
This is
Okay, how much ice? That's a $10 cup. Oh my god.
yeah, exactly. I got a double shot though on both of them.
Oh my god.
That shit really did get me like a head change though.
If anything, $8, bro.
Boogity boogity.
That shit meant $60.
I watched a video about Street Fighter 6 because apparently like we're getting to that time where it's gonna come out, or not come out, but you know, be talked about.
Yeah.
And how Capcom doesn't know how to fucking move to the future. And it's one of those Thorgy arcade videos. I talked about him before. He also did.
Because Street Fighter 5 is amazing.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's
Pretty
fucking
good.
great.
Remember when it came out though?
No. Yeah, I do remember when it came out, but I wasn't playing it.
Yeah, there was like 6 characters.
I jumped on during like the end of season 2, I think, or beginning of season 3.
I remember because I got it too. Remember?
Yeah.
And we were like,
Street Fighter 4?
no,
Five.
5.
You had Street Fighter 5 when it first came out?
Remember I rented it,
No
and
way.
we all didn't like it.
Real? I don't
Yeah.
remember that.
There's enough characters or some shit like that.
Yeah, they didn't have characters really. We couldn't even play as most of them, and like just a bunch of like lukewarm.
Yeah.
We were like, it's okay.
Yeah, I did the DLC came out and stuff. Man.
Yeah, and then the DS3 started coming out,
Yeah.
like Cody and shit, and then
Yeah.
we were like, yeah. I still not didn't jump into it though. I was scorned.
Yeah.
But either way, they alluded to it in 5 in Rose's story, I believe it was, that she was gonna go back in time and change things, and basically to where Street Fighter Alpha 3 starts or whatever, or Alpha, I guess in general, where she was introduced. I think she was introduced to 2. And I think so. Basically, the timeline is like Street Fighter 2, and then Street Fighter 4, and then Street Fighter 5, and we never go back to 3 basically.
Wow.
Because they don't want to go so fucking far into the future or whatever. And so they keep like deviating and going back like
shit.
Alpha and shit, and everything's like trying to fit back around Street Fighter 2 area.
Yeah, because Street Fighter 5 is like getting super close to Street Fighter 3 already, because we have characters like Yuri and Colleen and shit.
Gil.
Gil. Oh yeah, he's in there too.
Gil,
Yeah,
the actual villain. It's like introduced and shit. And then they fucking have this new villain, Nikali, and they fucking...
Well, he's literally a pillar man from Street Fighter.
And then
from JoJo.
from Street Fighter.
JoJo.
Yeah, but also they just kill them all.
They killed him off?
Motherfucker turned into goop.
What?
Anyway.
Didn't he come out of goop?
The video is basically like, please don't do it. Don't go back. In fact, let's go to the future. In fact, let's use the Street Fighter 6 years into the future from Street Fighter 5 or whatever. Let's give us the new protagonist. Let's not to go too far from Ryu. We're still gonna have Ryu. Let's give us Sakura as the new main character who's gonna be trained under Ryu. Ryu finally obtains his peace and like fucking travel the world, has trained under different masters. He wants to make his own dojo now and fucking revive blah blah.
I'm gonna say something, and it's a good thing that I don't think certain people will watch this podcast, but if they do and they hear me say this, they're gonna be like but in Street Fighter 5, right, Sakura's story, and I don't even agree with it either, because I like Sakura and I want her to be a badass, and I'm not saying you can't be a badass and be also this thing, but I'm just saying like that's not where anyone thought Sakura's character was gonna go. But Sakura tells Ryu in her story in Street Fighter 5, hey, I'm trying to find my path in life, and I want to be a mother. And Ryu's like, well, Ryu, you know Ryu. But yeah, so Sakura wants to be a mom. And it's like, I feel like other people, if they were into Street Fighter, I guess, and they found out about that, they'd be like, Handmaiden's Tale or Handmaid's Tale or some shit. I'm like, nah. But at the same time, I'm like, I didn't need that either, though. Like,
so basically, I'll share the video with you so you could get the same insights as me.
For sure.
Because the guy's like super into Street Fighter and Street Fighter lore and shit. Like it's so much so. In fact, he made the video. So for his pitch for 6, and he talks about like how also in the story, Sakura doesn't know exactly what she wants to do. Like, so 6 years in the future, Sakura has tried different paths in life, like stuff that's not just fighting, and she's like, no, I think I like the fighting. So that's basically what happens.
she works in an arcade.
Yeah, so like she's like, I tried jobs, I tried this and that, but I want to be a fighter. So things move on, and we move on from Bison stuff and things like that, and he does a really good job at like explaining the situations and why they happen. So, and also his disdain for trying to go back in time. But he gives us a roster and stuff, and it's a really good video, and I recommend it. Street Fighter 6 Dorgy's Arcade.
I want to see fucking El Forte come back. I thought, because wrestlers, they change their characters up sometimes, right? So there'll be a face, which is a good guy, and then they'll turn heel, right? Back. So I was thinking, and in King of Fighters, they have a character who starts off as like a regular wrestler, and then later on he turns into like a bird Mexican wrestler type deal because he wears a mask both times, and then it's funny like there's a lot of dialogue in King of Fighters games. So when he's the bird wrestler, sometimes people will be like, "Hey, aren't you that one wrestler guy?" He's like, "No, I'm this guy." But anyways, I think it'd be great to bring. I think even though El Fuerte's whole gimmick is like he's a Mexican cook and like he's a good fighter, but when he makes food, people don't like it for some reason. I think that's kind of weird.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I thought people liked his food.
No, people don't like his food. Like,
that's
every time he
kind of fucked up. I just pictured him as the homie.
Yeah, right.
Fucking
But,
like the corner tacos and shit.
in the little dialogue sections, people try his food after a fight, and then they're like, "Oh, that food is disgusting," or something. You should stick to fighting. Blah blah blah. I'm like, wow, all right. But I think it'd be cool.
I feel like that's missed opportunity.
Right? I think it'd be cool if they brought him back, but they turned him into a bad guy, a heel, and they called him El Muerte. Because it sounds like El Fuerte, but it means the dead. Or, the dead.
I think it'd be cool if we made him like fat or something.
Nah. No.
Yeah. This skinny, scrawny guy who's like, he's running around and shit, and out of nowhere he's fucking fat. That's funny.
Same mask.
So I have that,
The mask is like ripped.
I have a Street Fighter 4 art book, and it has like a lot of insight on like character designs and shit. It's funny because we've always made jokes about Street Fighter characters always being buff. Like Ken's gonna have his son and he's gonna come out the womb buff as shit. And
big ass hands.
Yeah.
Big ass feet.
And it turns out they drew themselves into corners with how buff the roster is, because I learned some things like
Real quick side note on that. They also made like, I think Torgi said it was like 16 blonde characters.
Yeah.
So it's 33% of the cast of Street Fighter are blonde characters.
Yeah.
And that like most of them are like main characters or whatever, blah blah blah. And he also points out the fact that it's like 33 doesn't sound like a lot, but that's literally 16 characters out of, what was it, like 30 or some shit? Or no, the percentage is off, but it's a lot of blonde people. Go on.
Oh, I learned some interesting stuff. Like Guile's like he's like maybe German descent, and
That'll explain his blonde.
his frame. So they gave him like a big frame and shit. But when they were making, when one of the guys was saying when he was designing Akuma for the game, he wanted him to be bigger than Ryu and Ken, right? So he tried making him bigger, but Ryu and Ken were already so buff that Akuma just looked totally off.
Yeah.
He was like, fuck. So he just kind of made him a little bit taller. And that was kind of it.
Akuma looks a little bit taller?
Yeah, Akuma is taller. Like, I have
Really?
the SH figure arts, yeah.
There's no way.
I have the SH figure arts for Ken, Ryu, and Akuma is taller.
He looks shorter than both of them.
He does on.
Yeah, I feel like Ken would be the tallest, then Ryu, and then Akuma.
Nah, Ken and Ryu are, I think they're the same height.
No way.
Yeah, and then it's funny because then on the notes for El Fuerte, it was saying that they wanted him to be short and really like buff, you know, like to make up for the shortness, so he'd be like a stocky character. And it says that they really couldn't get the stockiness right because everyone else is buff, so he kind of they couldn't get it right. And I was
So they
like,
made him scrawny?
nah, they didn't make him scrawny, but they
He's
still
pretty
made him.
scrawny. He's still skinny.
Nah, I don't know, but I just think it's funny how I'm reading these notes and I noticed that the same pattern. You know, they try to come up with a new body type or do something, but then everyone else is so buff it just doesn't come out right. So,
I mean, sometimes you just gotta say fuck it, dog.
yeah.
How are you gonna get yourself out of the corner if you keep writing into it? You know what else? There's not even a corner there. They talking about an imaginary corner. Bitch, outside of the box? That's outside of 4 corners. Get away from the corner.
I'm out the box. Jack in the box.
Well, my stomach is growling. Angel's Mimi's.
Oh, yeah.
You guys talking about anything else before we gotta go?
There was 2 UFC fights. I mean, there was a UFC fight this past weekend.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Who was it?
The main event was Johnny Walker versus.
Johnny Walker, like the drink?
Yeah.
Oh, I had that the other day.
Versus Thiago Santos. And most people are saying it was a boring fight. There's this one joke I like where they're like, wow, we really just watched 2 Brazilians spar each other. And I was like, that's pretty funny. But to me, I thought the fight was pretty good. It was pretty interesting. And there was everyone was saying it, Johnny Walker was like throwing a lot of feints. That's where like you pretend to throw a move or a strike or something, but you don't, so you keep your opponent guessing. But Johnny Walker never really capitalized on it, on his feints. He was getting reactions. You want to get reactions out of your opponent, and he was getting them, but he wasn't doing anything with them. And he's also being coached by John Kavanagh. That's Conor McGregor's coach. But people are saying like even when his fighters are doing bad, he still tells them, "You're doing great, you're doing great." So they kind of
just getting their ass beat and shit.
Yeah, they're getting their ass beat, and then
I've never seen anybody get their ass beat like you. You're a fucking god.
If you have an ass, I'll kick it.
We purposely trained him wrong. It's a joke.
yeah. But
I'm bleeding, making me the victor.
on the scorecards, Walker had like the more strikes landed, but Thiago's hits landed. They sounded like they did more damage, and they sometimes looked like they did more damage. So he won by split decision because of the judges and shit. And it was
Fucking mistake. Imagine.
I liked the fight. I thought it was cool. But at one point, it was like in between round 2 or 3 or something like that. The coaches are icing Walker down, and he looks like a scary guy. He looks like Momo, and he's like 6'6".
Momo.
Yeah, Momo. I did a lookalike for him. I put him next to Momo. The girl with the fucking big brown eyes and the smile. So he's sitting on the chair, and he's all talking about. He's like, "Yeah, I need to do this more," and they're like, "Yeah, do that more." Blah blah blah. And then he looks into the camera real quick and smiles, and then looks away. And with big
With
open
that creepy
eyes.
face?
Yeah, and
That's not a story.
yeah. Did you see it, Gala?
No.
Alright, let me show you real quick.
Today, Junior. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He
So
doesn't look like Momo.
there's another view of him where he does.
I don't remember. I don't know if you remember, but we had he was an assistant manager back then at the place that you work at right now, and I forgot his name. I think he started with J. What? Is that his name? He looks like that guy, but he won that lottery. Remember?
You told me about him. I don't think I ever met him.
Oh, he got like a 350Z or some shit. He got like a sports car.
That's cool.
And then I was like, "Why are you still working here?" And he's like, "Well, I need money still."
Yeah.
I bought a car, man.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. If I won the lottery like that, yeah, I'd still work. But yeah, he looked into the camera like that, right?
Yeah.
It was pretty creepy. Because it caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting that shit. But I've seen...
He looks at you and he starts getting out of the TV.
Bro.
Yeah, he starts walking out of his phone and shit, like the grudge,
He's
the ring.
That would be creepy, man, because he looks creepy. But, man, I don't know.
He's like, I saw you post that lookalike. And
Oh,
like,
dude.
and he's like, and you're like, what? And he starts walking toward the screen.
Because Momo scares me.
His hand starts reaching out
Yeah,
from the
he says-
phone, grabbing his throat.
Bro. And then he looks away just as quickly as he did it, right? So I'm like, it felt like this motherfucker broke the fourth wall in an MMA fight. It was trippy.
He said he's on the screen. He's like, look up behind you, and you look back, and that thing's there, and then you look forward, and he's not in the fight anymore.
Yeah, he's in the corner.
Yeah, it was cool though. And then the fight before that was Kevin Holland versus Dawkins. I don't know his first name, but Kevin Holland, he's been getting wrestled down and losing because he's a great striker. But he's also trained with Cody, and Cody's talked about him on the episode 5 of the Fool's Bucket. And then he had some good takedown defense, and he actually trained with Daniel Cormier at AKA. They have like a lot of good wrestlers, like Cain Velasquez and Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Mm-hmm.
And so and he talks a lot. So as he was defending the takedown, he looked at DC, who was on commentary, and he was like, "Hey DC, I'm getting better, huh?" And then there was another point in the fight where they were clinched up against the cage, and DC's all like, "Oh, Dawkins is very long. He's very long." And then Kevin Holland's like, "Oh yeah, he's so long. He's so fucking long," and just like that, just like,
long.
yeah. And then
Yeah, big style.
so it was
Long
pretty
sauce.
weird. Like, this is like one of the first instances this happened in the UFC. It's pretty crazy. They headbutted each other on accident, right? And Kevin Holland got knocked out, but like he came out of it and he started defending himself. And the Dawkins guy got a mounted guillotine, and Kevin Holland got out of it. And and then they were standing up, and then Dawkins got a rear naked choke, standing rear naked choke, and then Kevin Holland tapped out. But the referee, he noticed something was up after the headbutt, but he didn't really know, so he did like this motion. So then they looked back at the tape, and then they fucking ruled in a no contest, even though Kevin Holland tapped out. So pretty much, I'm kind of biased because I'm a Kevin Holland fan. I don't really know how to feel about it because I'm kind of happy like his like record's not gonna go down, but at the same time I'm like, if I was going for the other guy, I'd be like, damn, that sucks. But I don't know.
I mean, I feel like that's every time someone I feel like that happens every time there's a loss for somebody else.
Yeah, and
like,
then
does stuff for the other guy.
then yesterday morning, because the fight happened last Saturday. Yesterday morning, Kevin Holland fucking he what do you call it? He did a citizen's arrest. He saw a guy that was trying to steal someone else's car, and he fucking chased him down, held him down, and waited till the cops came, and then they arrested him.
Get down.
Yeah, he was fucking Spider-Man. He even said, "Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man." And shit.
That's funny.
This guy's awesome.
He flips away.
Imagine.
My name Jay.
Remember how you said the fucking zombie Spider-Man uses his veins?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Like, man.
I don't know why you got that.
Because I've been talking about how all these people are using spider webs in different ways, like Midoriya with the lightning.
Oh yeah.
And
really webby
Joseph
episode.
with the vines, and
It's a world web of fools.
Josuke with the stand. But yeah, me and Angel watch Never Back Down 1 and 2, but I guess we'll talk about that next time.
Yeah, because Angel's already movies.
I want to talk about that shit too.
Do you want to talk about it, or do you?
Next time.
This is already like 2.5 hours.
It's over 2.5 hours, to be honest. This has been Gallo V.
Angel G.
And Ivan O.
Thank you for listening to the Fools Podcast, where you can be a fool.
Not for yourself.
Stay blessed.
Later.